This is the Buzz Adams Morning Show podcast. Barstool Talk Daily. Except it's really early in the morning and no booze. For the most part.
Morning time is so early, but you gotta get out of bed. Brush your teeth till they're white and pearly, comb the hair that's on your head. Morning time is so early, a cup of coffee perks you up, and then if you're still feeling tired, pour yourself a second cup. This is my chorus, hope it doesn't bore us. If it does, then just ignore us. This is my chorus, hope it doesn't bore us. This ends my chorus, this ends my chorus.
Podcast ready. Activate now.
The morning show that's live and local.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Here's your host, Buzz Adams, on 95.5 KLAQ.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you for that. Welcome, everybody, to the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Welcome to Thursday, November 21st. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good morning, bright and early and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, Nico Ajimian. It's a good thing his tail is bushy because his head and his face certainly are.
Okay, good morning.
My face and my hair are not bushy?
They are not. You've been growing a beard since, you keep telling people you're growing it for November, but you started, the last week of September, right? Try to grow your beard?
No. I started maybe, in October.
Okay, all right.
But,
Come on, I'm just busting balls here.
So early.
I know. Well, he's here, so...
This is literally your opening. What the hell?
Not now, when?
Good morning, Nico. Are you doing comedy this weekend anywhere?
No.
And have you made a decision about Thanksgiving in Ruidoso doing comedy? Are you not ready for this?
For what?
For me to lay all this heavy stuff on you.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
No, I'm not.
Nico literally walked in the room as the music started playing, so.
Yeah.
He made it. I'm so proud of you,
good
buddy.
For you.
What? Am I in the Twilight Zone? What the hell is happening right now?
I know. He's being weird, right?
I know, seriously.
Okay. Are you still doing your comedy gig on Thanksgiving Day?
I am still there. Yeah, that's never been in question. I was always going to do comedy, so I'll be at In the Mountain Gods, Ruidoso.
Yeah, but there was a little family drama involved.
Is there, I don't want to pry into your family, but has there been a solution to your mom trying to get everybody, into a different place so that you can spend Thanksgiving with them?
She said we're having lunch somewhere else.
Aw.
So that you can go.
So that we're all together, yeah.
All right. Yeah. But if you happen to be in Ruidoso on Thanksgiving Day, Nico's going to be performing at Into the Mountain Gods.
Yeah, I'll be
there. You know
there.
what? I do know of a lot of people who like to go up to Ruidoso for Thanksgiving and not do the traditional Thanksgiving sit-down dinner.
Oh, you've got ski families, you've got road trip families, you got, all kinds of different ways people celebrate.
Native American families, all kinds.
Don't know how much they're celebrating Thanksgiving, but all right.
Well, they started it.
Yeah, they started it.
It's your fault.
Let's get a look at El Paso weather. The golfer's forecast is brought to you by Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course. You can set up all your tee times reservations online at painteddunes.com. That's painteddunes.com. Sunny today. Winds are going to be light, so that's nice. 68. All right. You know what? A+ for today. We don't have any rain in the forecast. Not seeing any rain popping up this week or over the weekend. But we'll have some cloud cover on Friday. 70 for the high temperature. 74, mid-70s it looks like Saturday and Sunday. Might get a little on the windy side Sunday afternoon, but other than that, it looks like 4 consecutive days of good golf weather, hiking, or
good golf weather,
whatever you like to do. At Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course, you can call the Pro Shop also at 915-821-2122. That's 915-821-2122 for Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course.
I feel unusually high today. My chair is unusually high today. Mm-hmm. My chair has been elevated. I wonder if anybody, do you think Chella maybe sat in the chair and she wanted to feel a little higher?
It does look a bit high up there.
I'm super high right now.
Yeah, I believe that applies most mornings.
I'm ridiculously high right now.
Joanna is going to do the Hollywood Cheese Maze. So, Joanna, what's coming up on our entertainment report?
Moviegoers are being warned Do not sing along in theaters when you go see Wicked this coming weekend. In response, they have now set aside some sing-along screenings for Christmas for Wicked, but I'll let you know what AMC is saying about Wicked fans singing along during the movie.
They also came, I guess the internet settled on the name for the Friday or the weekend that Wicked and Gladiator 2 both open in theaters.
Gladiated.
Glicked.
Glicked.
No one has forgotten Barbenheimer yet. The summer
Barbenheimer was great.
2023. Barbie and Oppenheimer both hit theaters the same day, so they're doing Glicked, Gladiator 2, and Wicked. Both open tomorrow. Both are expected to do big business.
Oh, I'm so excited for Gladiator.
I know my
More than Wicked?
Yeah.
I've seen Wicked on stage like 4 times, man.
Why?
They kept coming through El Paso. My daughter really liked it, and also girls would get those tickets to Wicked. Like ladies. So like I think I went with my daughter twice and on a date twice.
With the same person?
No.
Hey.
Anyway, according to projections, Wicked is going to make $100 million to $110 million, which is similar numbers to what Barbie brought in. Barbie more. And Gladiator 2 should make a neat $65 million. So both of them are going to be pretty heavy sluggers at the box office starting tomorrow. Back in 2023, Barbie opened with a $162 million weekend and Oppenheimer $82.5 million. Don't sing along. Probably Alamo Drafthouse will have sing-alongs.
Yeah.
Right?
Or it doesn't help though unless they have the words and the little dot that goes on each word.
These fans will know.
You've never been to a live Rocky Horror Picture Show screening, have you?
No.
Do they know?
No,
the fans know the words.
Do not need those subtitles.
Same with Hamilton. If you're a big Hamilton head, you know every word. You don't need to follow the bouncing ball or whatever.
Alexander Hamilton.
You'll be back. They never turned that into a movie, did they?
Which one?
Hamilton.
No, but
well, they had that live stage performance on Netflix.
That was released, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean like a full movie
not a
treat.
full-length movie.
Are you saying, have they done a biopic of Alexander Hamilton?
No, just turning the musical.
They might have done that, actually.
I mean, there probably have been a few, but maybe not sing-alongs.
Les Mis, right? Les Miserables was around for 30 years before they turned it into a movie back in the 2000s. Yeah, right.
I get what you mean.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is put an original idea on the screen, so you remake cartoons and Disney movies and Broadway musicals.
Yeah.
Got a true crime report on the way today, so we'll be getting to that. Nico, anything you want to run by us for news? Starting off, I guess Joanna's in the other studio, so you're stuck with doing news today.
Okay. Yeah.
The World Court, I think, check this out, because I heard it on the way in. The World Court issued an arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Well,
and also for a Hezbollah leader.
Yeah, for
or a Hamas
the leader of Hamas and Benjamin Netanyahu. Although, really, what is the power of the International Criminal Court? Zero.
Not a lot. Yeah. He would almost have to turn himself in.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Cowboys play this Sunday, everybody. It's an early game, so we are going to have a Q connected. Cowboys head to Washington. Cowboys are on a 5-game losing streak. I don't have to tell you Cowboy fans that. You know what's going on. All 3 of their wins this season, though, has come on the road. The Commanders are on a losing streak, a little one, 2 games. Our broadcast of Cowboys football on KLAQ starts with the pregame show at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Dallas Cowboys football on the Q is brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys, 915 Tours, and Border City Ale House. Border City Ale House is the home of the 600 ESPN El Paso Monday Night Football watch parties with Steve Kaplowitz. We'll take a break and come back here in just a second. I got today in sound clips. They got some real serious, like a bomb cyclone, they call it, up in the northwest part of the country, and there have been fatalities.
It's the bomb.
And then we've got things of a lighter nature as well on the way.
The Daily Calendar.
Today, November 21st.
Hey, today is Alaskatalo Day. Alaskatalo. It's a made-up thing in Alaska about a walrus-moose hybrid.
Because we're all a little nuts.
Also in the worst idea ever department, it's False Confession Day. So confess something you didn't do. What could go wrong? It's Red Mitten Day in Canada. Everybody wears blue mittens. Ha, you caught me. False confession. It's the Great American Smokeout, so no smoking. And eat a cookie shaped like a man.
Why?
It's Gingerbread Cookie Day. And that's your daily calendar.
Hey, it's Chuck, your host for Loudwire Nights. Tonight at 7, we will rock the borderland with the best rock ever made and the best rock being made. Special guests, birthday and anniversary celebrations, and every night at 10.
Try today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
El Paso's own live and local. The Buzz Adams Morning Show. 95.5 KLAQ.
All right, I've got today's sound clips aggregated, and we'll get to today in sound clips here in just a few minutes. How about we grab a phone call or two?
Yeah.
You can call in live on the show if you want to call us live. Use the studio line number. That's 915-910-4995, 910-4995, or the toll-free NEC line, and that number is 844-805 NEC, 844-805-6325. Drop us a line anytime, and we'll eventually get it.
Hey, Buzz, I'm listening to the show. I usually tune in about 7:20, 7:15. That's usually the time I tune in. So, there's a whole hour and, 10 minutes there that I miss. Why can't the show start at 7? Oh, that'd just be great. 7.
You think it'd be great for you? It'd be great for us.
Yeah.
You're preaching to the choir, dude.
This is not usually what we get. What we get is, why don't you start the show at 5? Or why don't you make the show go till 11?
To 11, you get an extra hour of sleep. Pitch that to the boss, bro.
I'll
I'm calling
it
because you're saying your stomach has been rumbling lately and you don't know why. Buddy, you mentioned 2 or 3 weeks ago you started Ozempic. That's just the side effects of Ozempic, dude.
I was joking. I didn't start Ozempic. That's not true.
Okay.
Why
it
would
seemed
you
like
lie
a
about
ridiculous
that?
thing to say, but then I realized, a lot of people really are doing Ozempic.
Yeah, especially when they look at you. You would be
Shut
like,
up.
Not the...
So I guess it affects everyone. It affects differently, but I remember callers calling in saying that it was, felt like their insides were turning or whatever. So, yeah.
Is that 5 points, guy?
That is 5 points.
5 points.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Just kidding. I've never taken Ozempic. Mostly because I hate needles.
You didn't get like a little Ozempic from somebody like at an Ozempic party? Like you guys were just like...
The only Ozempic party I ever saw was on that episode of South Park.
You're all
I
sharing.
couldn't get Ozempic, so I had to try Lizzo. We're also going to give away our Thanksgiving feast today, courtesy of Rise Federal Credit Union.
Woo!
And that is everything. It's catered by Con Amore, by Beret Catering.
Con amore.
It's not what it says. It says Con Amore. You get turkey and ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, corn, dinner rolls, so much more. Everything's included there. And we're just asking people to share with us. Doesn't have to be the saddest story. This is not what it's about. Just share with us how and why Thanksgiving feast could save the day for you for Thanksgiving this year.
Good morning, guys. I just wanted to put in my hat in the ring for the turkey feast.
Yeah.
I usually work almost every holiday. When I do work, I work every single holiday, so I always miss out on the feast.
Poor dude.
We try to do something at work, but it's a nice, it's okay. But it would be nice if I could win the turkey feast, so I could help host a turkey dinner for turkey feast for my girlfriend and friends. Here's my name.
Okay, I'm going to take all that off here. Thank you. Yeah. Leave a number. He's doing that now.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Leave a number and you could win. I guess I'm going to leave registration open until about 8:30 today, so you can send a message leave a message on the neck line. Let me get that number one more time. 844-805-NECK. 844-805-6325. Or send an app chat message through the KLAQ mobile app. You can do that as well. Special thanks to Rise Federal Credit Union for making this Thanksgiving feast possible.
And now, Today in Sound Clips.
All of the day's news with accompanying sound bites and actualities. This is Today in Sound Clips. 2 people were left dead from a major storm in the Pacific Northwest. They're calling it a bomb cyclone. At a press conference yesterday, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell reported that Washington State was hit with extensive power outages due to the bomb cyclone.
We think right now, according to SDOT reports, that around 20 to 30 trees are down, and they're working very diligently to address any debris that is impacting the roadways and transportation.
A little more from the mayor of Seattle. Said over 100,000 customers are without power in Seattle. It is the biggest power outage in Seattle in almost 20 years.
This is the largest number of customers without power since 2006, and many of you that were around then will remember the Hanukkah Eve storm. That was around 114,000 people. So restoring power to the remaining customers would depend on the severity of the effects that we're managing right now. And again, City Light's working diligently to repair and access the electrical system.
Moving to another story, the trial of the Venezuelan man accused of murdering nursing student Laken Riley came to an end yesterday. The Superior Court judge issued a guilty verdict on all 10 counts against Jose Ibarra. And the judge made the ruling because Ibarra waived his right to a jury trial. I don't know what the strategy is there. I'm not a lawyer. But they decided, you know what? The judge is going to decide what the sentence is. Superior Court Judge Patrick Haggard explained to the courtroom the unusual circumstances involved in the trial after the defendant waived his right to a jury trial. So he's kind of explaining how that works.
That wasn't the case in this trial. I managed the process, and I was also the finder of fact, and that is somewhat of a different role than we typically see.
After a recess, Judge Haggard sentenced Ibarra to life in prison without the possibility of parole, meaning he will spend the rest of his life in jail in Georgia. It was the max sentence he could impose. Defense attorney John Donnelly had asked Haggard to give Ibarra 2 consecutive life sentences with the possibility of parole. Here is the mother of Laken Riley, Allison Phillips, speaking. Some of Laken's friends and family, including her mother, got to speak.
There is no end to the pain, suffering, and loss that we have experienced or will continue to endure.
Okay. The CMAs were last night. I actually sat and watched like an hour and a half of the Country Music Awards last night.
You did?
You know who's a country name I heard of, but I never knew he was like as talented as he is? Eric Church. Have you ever heard of Eric Church?
No.
Well, I had not much either.
But with a name like that, it sounds like a country singer.
Chris Stapleton won the most awards, but the Entertainer of the Year...
Jelly Roll.
No, it was Morgan Wallen. So have you ever heard the name Morgan Wallen?
Was he the one that got shot at?
He was the one who was throwing the N-word around with some buddies after they were drunk and stuff, and he got disinvited from Saturday Night Live, and then they invited him back, and, you know, Morgan Wallen. Well, Jeff Bridges, the Big Lebowski, called him, well, he mispronounced his name. Let's hear as Jeff Bridges announces Morgan Wallen, but he doesn't say Wallen.
And the CMA Award for Entertainer of the Year goes to Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen. Police in Boulder, Colorado are looking for someone who made and put up their own traffic signs, except these are profane traffic signs. They are
Like
encouraging
naughty.
they're encouraging people to drive more safely, but it's stuff like slow the down.
Which is naughty.
It's demanding that people drive safer, but
naughty.
police in Boulder don't think it's funny. They say the person could be charged with criminal tampering.
Oh, no.
Here's Boulder Police Commander Darren Fladden talking about the signs.
I'm guessing that it's a concerned citizen that is kind of fed up with some of the behavior they're seeing in their neighborhoods or in other neighborhoods. So, I definitely appreciate the gesture behind, I think, what they were intending to do. But, like we said, it is a crime. And, there's definitely other means that people could take to try to let us know of these behaviors.
There's some findings out about how many drinks, how many alcoholic beverages you could have in a week.
Without what?
Serious
Dying?
adverse circumstances.
Oh.
This
I
is
feel like there's a-
healthy. They're talking about a
I
healthy
feel like
one
there is a new study that comes out every month
that says, you should drink more red wine.
or less. Or they go, a new study says no alcohol is good for you at any point. And a new study says that having 20 in one sitting is fine.
Well, scientists' warnings about the potential health problems of even small amounts of alcohol are growing more dire. For moderate drinkers, it can be hard to know what's actually okay to assume. Is 2 drinks a day safe? Are they an extra drink is that much worse than 1 drink? Averaging no more than 1 drink a day is relatively low risk, according to scientists who study the effect of alcohol in the body. They warn the risk of cancer rises significantly when you exceed 1 drink a day. Studies have suggested that alcohol contributes to about a half a dozen different types of cancer, including breast and colorectal, as well as heart and liver disease, among other conditions. So here's Dr. Peter Butt. All right, Dr. Butt.
He's a proctologist.
He said at 7 standard drinks per week, the risk goes up much steeper.
How many?
7, if you're having 7 drinks per week. Not per night, Joanna, per week.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a good question.
But
like,
I want to know more about
What if you
about
just
it
drink them
one
all
night?
in one night?
In one night. Canada and the U.S. both define a standard drink as 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of spirits, which are equivalent to a typical serving. So, 1, they're saying. And here is a clip, might drive the point home.
So, how much do you drink?
I'd say I'm good for about 10 or 12.
Okay. 10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week? Well,
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
you counting beers too?
We got a lot coming up on the show today. Joanna also has an Urban Dictionary word.
I do.
So we're going to play the Urban Dictionary game. And I'll also have a true crime report coming up a bit later. I talked about the Cowboys coming up. Light Up El Paso, we got $1,000 courtesy of First Light Federal Credit Union. You could win the $1,000 just for showing off your holiday decorations. Contest runs through December 20th. Share photos of your holiday display and use the KLAQ mobile app to submit. You'll also find all the details and rules. Somebody's going to win $1,000 just for showing off their decorations. It's brought to you by First Light Federal Credit Union, more than a financial institution, and 95.5 KLAQ. Going to take a break here, and we'll come back with the Mo Show calendar. A whole lot coming up on today's show. And here is our late night roundup, which Joanna always puts together for us first thing in the morning. It's a recap from last night.
Costco is being forced to recall 80,000 pounds of butter because the label fails to mention it contains milk. Well, there's an easy fix right there. Instead of recalling the product, Costco should just repackage it as, I can't believe you didn't know butter's made of milk.
The New York Department of Sanitation has announced that due to the citywide drought warning, MTA trains and buses will be washed at less frequency. Though the question remains, what's less than never?
The age at which French people are having sex for the first time is increasing and has gone from 17.3 to 17.7. Clearly, French teens want to wait. No, Camille. We are moving too fast. I'm only 17.3. We are but children.
Find out what's going on. Quirky facts about our region. Urgent things you need to know impacting your drive. And of course, nothing but El Paso's best rock.
Oh. Subject to credit of 25 Tucsons and Santa Fe's. All trims. Over 30 in stock. Expires 12/4/24.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Enderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
On the way, we've got our Mo Show calendar coming up in just a few moments. Today is the Great American Smokeout. Let me get ahead of that a little bit. So that's on the calendar. The Great American Smokeout is an annual intervention event by the American Cancer Society.
Not the same kind of smokeout.
Don't get your hopes up. Approximately 40 million Americans, adults, still smoke, and tobacco use remains the single largest preventable cause of disease and premature death in the United States. The event challenges people to quit on that day or use the day to make a plan to quit. Well, that sounds really milquetoast, doesn't it? It's the Great American Smokeout. Go ahead and smoke, but make a plan to someday quit.
Well, having a plan is the first step. I mean, if you don't even want to quit, then where's the impetus to do it?
Mm-hmm. When you decide to quit smoking, do you know, like in the back of your mind, you're going to go back to smoking? I'm asking you as the sole cigarette smoker.
I'm stopping. I'm trying to stop right now.
Yeah, but
You're doing great, by the way, Nico.
Thanks.
I see you with your patches. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you, Joanna.
Buzz, be more supportive of him.
When you say you want to quit drinking, but you keep drinking afterwards.
I say it, but don't mean it. Yeah.
Okay.
See, so you already know in the back of your mind, you don't mean it.
Yeah.
I think everyone who tries to quit smoking goes in with the intention of, this is it.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
you know,
absolutely.
I guess it's hard to
but
quit
sometimes
anything you
people-
really enjoy doing, and I never enjoyed smoking, just like a cigar on the golf course occasionally. But if I were to have to quit something I really love, like Dr. Pepper, I'd be climbing the walls, man.
I mean, alcohol's a good example right now for you, even.
Yeah, Buzz, you should get that checked, man.
I once quit cold turkey. It was about 6 weeks after Thanksgiving.
I
The
was
cold
gonna say.
turkey ran out. Before we get to the calendar, it looks like we have a little extra time. And I have random facts for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here goes.
These are just some facts that I learned. It was a maze. Everyone should try to learn something new each day.
And now it's time for
1, 2, 3. Random facts.
All right. These, theme here. That's why they're random. And I've checked to make sure that every one of our facts is legitimate.
All right.
Random fact number 1.
Just going with the cowbell now.
Nice. Very nice.
I found my bell. I found the regular bell. Until 1966, NBA teams, that's professional basketball, Nico.
Yeah.
NBA teams could claim players who went to college within 50 miles of the team's arena before the draft. That's how teams managed to grab players like Wilt Chamberlain, who went to Kansas, and Oscar Roberts. They got to bring that back and not make it for all sports. Like if you're a NFL football team, so Dallas would get everybody that went to TCU and SMU, and I'm trying to think. Los Angeles would get everybody who went to USC and UCLA and Pepperdine and all these other places. That way you could really boast about, because when you think about it, if you're a big Cowboys fan, well, probably hardly any of those players are from Texas, and even fewer of them from Dallas. It'd be cool if they, just which part of the country has the best football players, for instance. Anyway, random fact number 2. The world's largest pistachio producers are... Anybody? What's the number one pistachio producer? You'd think it's Alamogordo because they got a giant pistachio.
Got that huge-ass pistachio in the front.
Giuseppe's Workshop.
Pardon me?
Oh, that's Pinocchio. I'm sorry.
Pistachio.
Yeah. Pistachio.
All right. The world's largest pistachio producers are the state of California,
Yeah, that sounds
which
about right.
produces 40% of all the world's pistachios.
Oh, wow.
Iran and Turkey, they both account for 24% of pistachios. So between California, Iran, and Turkey, that's 88% of all the world's pistachios.
I thought pistachios were like a very highly regarded ingredient in the Middle East, I guess.
Yeah,
Pistachio
kind
ice
of.
cream, and they have like other
They have
kinds
like
of things.
baklava.
I've had pistachio ice cream in the United States before.
Yeah, but the baklava is another good
The
example.
baklava
Yeah.
with pistachio is
Don't forget
so
the
good.
baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush.
And final fact here on Random Facts. Martha Stewart has been struck by lightning 3 times. It doesn't go into a lot more in depth, but look, how many people do you know that have been struck by lightning once? Martha's been struck by lightning twice.
It would be more likely she was hit by a dude named Lightning than actual lightning.
There's a documentary on Netflix that I just found out, like, Martha Stewart doesn't like the documentary about her. Had you heard that, Joanna?
I had heard that.
What is it she doesn't like? Because it's her talking. It's just interviews with her.
Martha, you were there.
Right.
But she's calling it lazy and she thinks that it needs to be redone. But girl, you were part of it.
I found out a lot of things I didn't know about Martha Stewart in that documentary.
She had an affair lots of times. I guess because her husband cheated on her a bunch.
I haven't got to that episode yet. Don't spoil it for me.
And now, things that Martha Stewart says that sound dirty but aren't.
So now take off your apron. 5-fingered palm. There it is. Look how big that is. It looks real nice. It's not as hard as you think. Well, here we have it. We have more meat than you can possibly imagine. These two can be drained until they're glossy and stiff. 2 inches deep. And the inside moist. So now we can do the rest by hand. Yum. Wow.
That was things that Martha Stewart says that sound dirty but aren't.
These are just some facts that I learned. It was a maze. Everyone should try to learn something new each day.
Let's go ahead and do the Mosho calendar and daily almanac of events. Mentioned Great American Smokeout. That's today. National Rural Health Day is today. Use Less Stuff Day is today.
No.
World Philosophy Day.
But is it?
What? Is it World Philosophy Day?
Is it?
I think it is, therefore it am. Ergo, post hoc ergo propt. Today is World Television Day. Birthdays today include singer Carly Rae Jepsen. You know, the Call Me Maybe girl. She's 39. From the world of wrestling and reality TV, the Bella Twins, Brie and Nikki Bella, are 41 today. And Michael Strahan, Good Morning America host and Fox NFL, you remember that controversy last week. Some people were mad. He was standing during the national anthem, but he didn't have his hand over his heart. People were saying that was aggressive. But Michael Strahan is 53. And another retired football player, former Cowboy great, Troy Aikman, is 58. Now an NFL commentator with Joe Buck. You know, Troy and I grew up basically in the same, well, definitely the same county, right? He was a year older than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Icelandic singer Bjork is 59 today.
I believe it's pronounced Bjork.
It's Bjork, and I wish her a happy Bjork Day. Goldie Hawn, mother of Kate Hudson, is 79. I don't think her and Kurt ever have gotten married, even yet. They've been together like 50 years, 40 years. But did Kurt Russell and Goldie?
No, I don't think they
never actually did it.
Married.
And Marlo Thomas, daughter of Danny Thomas and wife of the late Phil Donahue, is 87. She was on a sitcom in the 60s called That Girl that was actually considered kind of like smart and hip and urbane and everything. And she played Rachel's mom on Friends. Couple of dates in history. 44 years ago, 1980, one of the biggest hotel fires in American history happened. Fire broke out at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino in Vegas. The MGM fire killed 85 people. Most of them died from smoke inhalation, although one person jumped. 44 years ago, in 1980, I remember this well, even though I was just a kid. An estimated 83 million people tuned into Dallas to find out the answer to the question, who shot JR? If you've never heard of that, you've probably seen it referenced in other shows.
Oh, for
before,
sure.
like Who Shot Mr. Burns on The Simpsons.
Joanna, did you watch Dallas? Because it came on before Golden Girls in the morning.
Did it? No, I never watched Dallas.
That was like an evening soap opera. So, they weren't self-contained episodes. You needed to know who was up to what. But the whole Who Shot JR, they aired it on either Wednesday night or Sunday night. Anyway, I know we were in church.
Did your mom like it?
My mom and dad watched Dallas and Knots Landing every single week. And 32 years ago, 1992, I remember this as well. Adam Sandler performed the Thanksgiving song for the very first time during the Weekend Update segment on Saturday Night Live. Boy, look how young Sandler looks. He still looks like Adam Sandler, but
so young.
You want to revisit that? Adam Sandler busting out the guitar and playing that. I had to learn this for a promo that they wanted to make. Let me tell you, the Thanksgiving song. I thought, it's going to be easy. It's going to be G, C, D. It'll be easy. It's got some of the most mind-bending jazz chords. Stuff I had never seen before.
Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat the turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat so good. A turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat turkey in a big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey, turkey dee, turkey, turkey dap. I eat the turkey and I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite.
That's right.
Turkey with the gravy and the cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry.
It's a dated reference.
Turkey for you and a turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave the girl BD.
What? Yeah.
Gobble, gobble dee, a gobble, gobble docky. I used to go to camp at Lake Winnipesaukee. Come on, Kevin.
No, that's okay.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Okay. A turkey for me and a turkey for you.
Let's eat the turkey in a big brown shoe.
When you see that and you realize what a global superstar Adam Sandler became, but this was just when he was one of the cast members that nobody really knew his name, and he was kind of quirky one. So when I watch Saturday Night Live today, I'm like, Sarah Sherman could someday be as famous as Adam Sandler.
Maybe.
Marcelo Hernandez might someday.
Corduroys, gobble, gobble, gee, and a gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey could only cost a nickel.
Just a couple years later, those two would film the scene together in Happy Gilmore where Kevin Nealon tells Adam Sandler that he needs to send the ball to its home.
Turkey on Thanksgiving.
Joanna, what have you sent me here?
Oh, now we can compare it to how you tried to sing the Thanksgiving song.
Not great. Like I'm telling you, these are complicated chords.
Turkey. Yikes. They asked if I could play and sing Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song.
Oh, yeah?
I think this video is going to answer that question for everybody.
Okay.
Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Turkey. The answer's no. I can't.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Joanna Barba, Hollywood Cheesemay on the way, and more of the Buzz Adams Morning Show is coming your way right after this.
Artist interviews, new music discoveries, celebrating artists' birthdays, commemorating releases, champion of all things rock.
Holiday crunch time. You'll Macy's to thank. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a town square media station.
Joanna's going to have the Hollywood Cheesemay coming up in just a few minutes. Tomorrow, Wicked opens in theaters. And my daughter wants to see that.
But hasn't she already?
Gladiator 2. Yeah, she doesn't
already
remember. She was so little. She's like the last time I took her to Wicked, she was like 5 or 6. She's 18 now. And Gladiator 2 opens. We're going to give out another complete Thanksgiving feast later this morning, courtesy of Rise FCU. And let's say 8:30 is the deadline to get those entries in. Drop a call on the neckline, and just tell us how a complete catered Thanksgiving feast could really help you out this year. Got a couple of those calls coming in. All right, here we go.
It's too hot. Hey, Buzz. Hey, KLAQ, everyone in the morning. I just want to enter the contest for the Thanksgiving feast. I just had my first son.
Ah, congratulations.
It's going to be our first family Thanksgiving together.
Mush up some turkey and stuffing and make it palatable for a baby.
And then you can make food for the baby, too.
And, times are a little rough. Wife's not working right now. She's back in school, so this would definitely help us. Number is 915-588.
No, what are you?
I was just scanning.
Did you just blank out?
I blanked out because I was.
I noticed he just kind of blanked out there.
I think we played this one yet. This one came in yesterday, so I think we played it, but I just love the caller's voice so much and just her story. I want to play this one again.
Hi, I just wanted to enter for the turkey Thanksgiving raffle thing. I really would appreciate winning because this last fall has been horrific. My grandpa died, and I found out my boyfriend of 5 years was cheating on me with his coworker that pretended to be our friend, and it's really disgusting, and I feel like I'm entitled to at least a turkey since I can't even get a new vagina after this, so yeah, it'd be great. Anyway, thanks. Oh, my phone number is...
Okay, all right, thank you.
Oh, that is a good call.
Hilarious.
Right. And if you don't win, I'm single.
Nico would never cheat on you with a coworker.
I would never cheat on you with a coworker.
Pretends to be your best friend.
That pretends to be your best friend.
Good morning, Mo Show. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm calling about the Thanksgiving getaway.
All right, good. You've called the right number.
Me and my wife just bought our first new home.
Oh,
and
wow.
Unfortunately, our child was born at 27 weeks, so
I'm so sorry.
It's been a tough ride. But yeah, also Nico, we named our son Nico. So
no, shut up. No, shut up.
Just playing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. My phone number is 9.
Okay, there's the phone number.
Okay, he thought that would sweeten the deal or something.
I would be so happy if that happened.
Yeah, that baby can probably grow a better beard than you can already, though.
It is luscious. I don't know what you're saying.
Nico, your beard is coming out beautifully,
Thank
I
you.
may say so.
Oh, there you go. Well, Joanna has a thing for them, but
It's like it looks like if you wiped your face with a warm washcloth, the beard would just come off.
You're so terrible. It does not
And it's
look
only
like that.
it's only on his neck. I mean,
No,
most of it is on his neck, below the chin. Most of it's below the chin.
most of it.
Most
but
of
there's
it.
still a lot going on up top.
Good morning, guys. I just want to make a quick comment on the Dallas Cowboys for whenever you reach that topic again later today or this week. But their crappy record, they're really bad this season. But you know who else is taking a hit on this is the hundreds of El Pasoans that have season tickets for them. I got season tickets and actually got pretty good seats right on the 50 behind the visitors bench. And I go to about half of the games and I resell the other. On a good game, I can get about $1,400 per ticket. On an average game, like the Redskins, probably maybe about $1,000 a ticket.
Commanders, dude.
Right now for Thanksgiving, literally 50-yard line behind the bench, we're letting them go for 600, 500, maybe even as it gets closer. But that's actually now we're taking a loss. So this season is going to cost a lot of us money because they suck so bad. I mean, you guys have a good one.
Yeah, Cowboys, did you not understand the unintended economic consequences of your losses?
How could you leave your fans out in the cold this close to the holidays, Cowboys? Joanna's got the Hollywood cheese made. Today is the Great American Smokeout, which has been going on since 1971 and is put on by the American Cancer Society.
Today is the Great American Smokeout. So, like many Americans, I'm choosing today to quit my cigarette addiction. Yep, today is finally the day where I just say no to another inhale of that rich, full flavor of delicious tobacco. On second thought, you know what? Maybe I should just take one more drag, just to say goodbye completely. Yeah.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's so tasty. The way it goes down the lungs, so smooth. Goodbye, my little friend. I love you. No, I hate you. I wish I knew how to quit you, cigarette. What the hell. Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. That would be a much better day to quit. So I should probably smoke a lot today since it'll be my last day. What the hell? The Great American Smokeout. Hey, there's always tomorrow.
Joanna's Hollywood Cheese Mix. Joanna's Hollywood Cheese Mix. Joanna's Hollywood Cheese Mix.
Joanna, tell us more.
And here is Joanna Barber with her Hollywood cheese. Good morning, Joanna.
Good morning. Liam Payne was laid to rest yesterday at St. Mary's Church near his hometown of Wolverhampton, England. His coffin arrived in a horse-drawn carriage, and of course, his One Direction bandmates were all there. Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Louis Tomlinson, and Niall Horan. Simon Cowell, who put One Direction together on the show X Factor, was seen embracing Liam's parents. Also in attendance was Liam's girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, who was with him in Argentina just days before his death. And so was his ex, Cheryl Cole, who is the mother of his son, Bear, and James Corden. Apparently they were all real good friends. Coachella has unveiled its 2025 lineup. Alongside headliners Lady Gaga, Green Day, Post Malone, and Travis Scott, the music festival will feature an impressive undercard led by Charlie XCX, Jimmy Eat World, Missy Elliott, Megan Thee Stallion, Kraftwerk, The Original Misfits, The Go-Go's, and Yo Gabba Gabba. Travis will also be designing the festival. He says it's a new chapter with a new performance, and whatever he's planning is, quote, first of its kind. Coachella 2025 is set to take place over 2 weekends, April 11th through the 13th and the 18th through the 20th. A ticket pre-sale will begin tomorrow. General admission passes start at $599, while VIP passes start at almost $1,400.
Oh, my God.
Is Travis Scott the guy who had the Astro World tragedy?
That's him. Same one.
And he's in charge of Coachella this year?
He's in charge of designing it.
Oh, interesting.
Don't know what that means, but.
Who's Gabba Gabba?
Yo Gabba Gabba?
Is it?
Yo Gabba Gabba's going to be at Coachella?
Yo Gabba Gabba's going to be at Coachella.
Like the...
the show?
Like the TV show Yo Gabba Gabba?
Is the gay Soviet astronaut going to be there or whatever that guy is?
I don't know what he is. Did you guys watch Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yeah, I had small kids at the time.
Yeah,
so
my
they
nephews
watched
were
Yo Gabba
small
Gabba.
and they loved Yo Gabba Gabba, so I know all about it. It was great. Yo Gabba Gabba had some of the best bands on that show.
Oh, that is very interesting. Also, it's interesting to see Missy Elliott. Did you say the Original Misfits lineup?
The Original Misfits.
And
the Go-Go's. Missy
they're on the
Elliott.
undercard.
These are undercard, yeah. But headliners, Lady Gaga, Green Day, Post Malone, and Travis Scott.
That's awesome.
If somebody gave you tickets to Coachella, would you go? Or
if they were free, yeah.
If they were free tickets?
Just to say I've been to Coachella.
Are you offering?
No.
Oh, don't bring
I was just wondering if it was the kind.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious if it was the kind of thing you were into or not.
Yeah, I would go just to say I've been. That'd be fun.
The only way I would want to go is, if I got dropped off right at the front.
You need
If you
VIP.
got that VIP.
The whole thing would have to be VIP for me to even have any interest in going.
Buzz doesn't want to wait in lines. He doesn't want to stand around, and he wants food and water.
I want guaranteed food, water, bathrooms, and lots of legroom.
Yeah, and no line to get the food or the
Exactly. The Simpsons is losing one of its legendary voice actors. Pamela Hayden, who has voiced the character of Bart's best friend, Milhouse, will be retiring.
Oh, no.
Isn't that?
I thought you had seen this yesterday, Buzz, and I was going to call you up, but then I thought, well, we'll just talk about it tomorrow. But are you sad at all by this news?
I just wonder if they're going to kill off Milhouse.
What will happen to him?
They killed off Ned Flanders' wife for nothing. So I wonder what they're going to do now.
Hayden has been credited on almost 700 of the show's 774 episodes.
Wow. Yeah, usually Milhouse is in there. Does she do any other voices or just
I don't know. It just says Milhouse.
Do we play like one of Milhouse's most famous lines?
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Oh, I hate these flood pants. Hey, they're working. My feet are soaked, but my cups are bone dry. Everything's coming up Milhouse.
In a statement, Hayden said, quote, "The time has come for me to hang up my microphone, but how do I say goodbye to The Simpsons? Not easily."
Okay, so she voices Milhouse, Rod Flanders, and Jimbo Jones.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh, also Chief Wiggum's wife.
Is it weird that I know all of those characters?
No, you are a huge Simpsons fan, yeah.
And it's been on for, 35 years now. Here is the voice actor for Milhouse, Pamela Hayden, talking about her favorite things about Milhouse.
One thing that I love about Milhouse is he's always getting knocked down, but he keeps getting up. I'm never giving up.
Here he is.
Not again. I love the little guy.
Yeah, he gets knocked down,
Aw.
but he gets up again. He's a regular Chumbawamba. God, what a cush job that would be. So, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were going to start music. Just voicing a minor character on The Simpsons, and you probably make a mint. And she does like 3 characters.
Yeah, but she got in on the basement floor.
Yeah, I know.
True. Yeah.
Goo Goo Dolls?
Goo Goo Dolls.
Johnny Resnick?
Yeah. Iris, the acclaimed global hit from the multi-platinum Grammy-nominated rock band Goo Goo Dolls, is now certified diamond and has also amassed over 2 billion streams on Spotify alone. The 4-time Grammy-nominated track is also ranked at number 39 atop Rolling Stone's list of the 100 greatest pop songs and was named the number 1 top 40 songs of the last 20 years. On the heels of going viral on TikTok and being featured in Deadpool and Wolverine, the track has been covered by the likes of Taylor Swift, Demi Lovato, Phoebe Bridgers, and Maggie Rogers, yet again proving the timelessness of the illustrious track. Congratulations to Goo Goo Dolls, because this is a great song.
Is it a TikTok thing?
I guess it is a TikTok thing, but you know how I've been watching a lot of Deadpool and Wolverine lately?
Yeah. You noticed it.
It's great. But in the scenes that it's featured in, it's amazing because it's one of the guys that works at the TVA. And he's just looking at Deadpool. Amazing. Last week, the band announced an extensive run of 2025 summer tour dates with Dashboard Confessional kicking off on July 13th. The Summer Anthem Tour 2025 will bring the band to iconic venues coast to coast, including stops at Los Angeles' Greek Theater, Morrison's Red Rocks Amphitheater, and Albuquerque's Isleta Amphitheater.
Oh, there you go. Didn't we just interview Resnick like a few months ago?
I feel like we did. Yeah, it's there. Peacock has released the trailer for its upcoming documentary series, Girls Gone Wild, The Untold Story, which will go behind the scenes of the exploitative adult entertainment franchise and is billed as featuring founder Joe Francis's first in-person, in-depth interview with a journalist in almost a decade.
He went to prison. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Joe, do you remember Girls Gone Wild?
I remember waking up in the middle of the night and it was like, Girls Gone Wild, the promo for it.
Because you would buy the videotape.
Yeah, call now. You would have to call.
I have a personal story about Girls Gone Wild.
Were you on Girls Gone Wild?
No.
Did you meet, what's his name? Joe Schmuckus?
Joe Francis?
Joe Francis.
We interviewed him plenty of times.
Buzz is in the background of one of them.
No. Here's
showing his boobs.
Here's some of the audio from the new docuseries
yes.
about Joe Francis.
It was so shocking.
It blew my mind what Joe Francis was able to convince these young girls to do.
Joe Francis was everywhere.
He's hanging out with famous people. In the first 2 years, Girls Gone Wild made $20 million.
I want to address that comment that it was what Joe Francis could convince these young girls to do, because my story is they probably didn't need a lot of convincing.
Were already pulling their tops off and flashing the jet as we were pulling in.
Yep.
I never thought that would come back and haunt me for 20 years.
I was too young to be taped.
I first realized that these girls were minors when I got arrested. Joe was out of control.
He's been a fugitive for a decade now.
Do you feel bad for the girls?
Did you imagine that one day you'd be sitting in a chair to talk about Girls Gone Wild?
I figured at some point I get a knock on the door.
So we took some winners for spring break to South Padre.
Oh,
right?
spring break.
And this was before you had camera phones, right?
Because this was the only way you could see boobs back then.
What?
Videotapes.
So some of these guys had their handheld cameras, and they were walking. Some of our winners, not us.
Uh-huh.
All right. You can ask Cap about this. He'll back me up.
Ooh, Cappy was there?
So there were all these Yeah, Cappy was like 26. I was 29, maybe. Something like that. And it felt really creepy, even at that age.
Wait. What felt creepy? Being there?
Well, wait until I tell you.
Oh, okay.
So the girls that were there on South Padre would see our winners walking around with their cameras, and they would run up and say, "Are you with Girls Gone Wild?" And they would already be lifting their bra as they were saying that. And that was time and time and time again. So the idea of like coercing girls into flashing, it was like as soon as they saw a camera, much less a Girls Gone Wild van or anything, that it was really, really kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, you were late 20s people at a college, like...
I was... Yeah, but I didn't go out and party with kids and stuff. Our winners did. But I didn't.
I mean, I guess you could have hooked up with a college kid.
No, that even, there would have been
You
like a
still
10-year age gap at that point. To me, that would have been...
I mean, I'm still trying.
Way out of bounds.
Nico.
Right.
The docuseries.
Better go after some postdoctorate candidates then.
The docuseries promises to offer an astonishing investigative look into the life and career of Francis, whose Girls Gone Wild franchise peaked in the early 2000s. Girls Gone Wild, the untold story, features material from journalist Scotchy Cool's on-the-record conversation with Francis at his Mexican compound. It will also feature sit-downs with 11 former employees and survivors. Premieres on Peacock December 3rd.
Is he a fugitive?
I don't know, but why does it
I just looked that up. I'm trying to look up all the stuff about Joe Francis.
How old is he?
He's 51.
Wow. Finally, Wicked hits theaters this week. While fans of the musical may be looking forward to singing along, AMC Theaters thinks the popular choice is to remain quiet.
Popular.
You're gonna be popular.
You're going to be sprinkling those into the story?
Maybe.
Do I need to listen for them?
No. I think that's the only one I got. The movie chain plans to play a 30-second advisory before the film, reminding moviegoers that silence is golden, and saying, quote, "No talking, no texting, no singing, no wailing, no flirting, and absolutely no name calling. Enjoy the magic of movies." Fans will possibly be able to channel their inner Elphaba and Glinda next month when sing-along screenings of Wicked will be offered in roughly 1,000 theaters starting on Christmas Day. Until then, this weekend, be sure not to sing along.
Do you remember... Is that your last story?
That is, yeah. With your entertainment news, I'm Joanna Barba.
Remember the story where some of the Barbie dolls made to look like what happened?
They had a URL on a scan QR code, and it was supposed to take you to a website for the movie so you could see other merch and videos and stuff.
So they put wicked.com.
It was wickedmovie.com that was supposed to take you to that, except Mattel accidentally put just wicked.com. And that takes you to a completely different website.
That takes you to Wicked.com, the site of Wicked Studios, a porn producer.
Yep.
So,
A
Wicked.
different kind of toy is featured there.
Wait, what?
The Wicked.
Did you miss the story?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So the Wicked, the porn producers, say they got a significant bump in traffic to their website because of that.
They're happy.
Right. They're like,
thank you.
Oh, yeah. People were checking us out the next day after that story broke.
Ready for hot, steamy, wicked chat? Then call 1-900-WICKED-WITCHES, where naughty, wicked witches are waiting to talk to you.
So, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing all black and a pointy hat, and I'm green. I'm all green.
Oh, cool. So, what would you do to me?
First, I would give you the old yellow brick road, which is exactly what it sounds like it is. Then you'll sit on a broomstick, and all of my flying monkeys would surround you.
Oh, well, this sounds interesting.
And when everything was over, I'd drop a house on you.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that sounds scary, but so naughty.
It's 1-900-WICKED-WITCHES. Naughty, wicked witches are standing by. Call now.
While you're working away, we're working for you. Our job.
Motley Crue on the Q and Home Sweet Home. And I bet you I know why Joanna chose that song to play.
Why?
Because we only have a couple more days left to register for Motley Crue in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's exactly
That's exactly what you're thinking,
song.
right?
Yeah.
KLAQ wants to send you to see Motley Crue in Vegas during their upcoming residency. The show that we're going to send you off to is April 4th. It's at the Park MGM, and here's what the prize entails. It's a code word prize, so I'll tell you when we're giving out the code words. You get tickets to the concert, airfare for two, hotel, the 35th anniversary Dr. Feelgood box set, and $500 spending cash. Could be yours, and you get to bring a guest. Listen for code words to enter on the KLAQ mobile app today. And tomorrow, the contest is still going on.
Awesome.
And those times for the code words are approximately 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. during Loudwire nights. But just a few more days left to get registered. Those code words will be coming your way 4 times today, 4 times tomorrow.
Uh-huh. We were talking about the Girls Gone Wild, and you said like the girls just would go up and
to these guys just because they had cameras in their hands.
And it reminds me like when Motley Crue came last year, and Tommy was asking like
girls to flash the stage, and nobody would do it.
There was like nobody that was doing it.
Well, there were a couple, but he didn't seem that impressed by what he saw.
So unimpressed that he had to bring out his wife to flash us to show us how it's done. How the times have changed.
You know, we are going to have a Q Connected on Sunday. Cowboys play early. Our broadcast of Dallas Cowboys football begins Sunday at 10 a.m. And we will have a Q Connected featuring the new song from 3 Days Grace.
Ooh!
3 Days Grace, Joanna, featuring the return of Adam Gontier.
Yeah, Adam's back.
Adam's back in 3 Days Grace. Also, Daniel Paulus puts the spotlight on local talent. Sparta, you know, the great Sparta, Core Fire, and the Roulettes are all going to be featured on Q Connected. Q Connected, 2 hours of nothing but the new rock and a special focus on local and regional music. Sundays 5 to 7, it's Q Connected on 95.5 KLAQ. Here's, this is kind of sad, I guess.
Oh, no.
Let me read the article here. Giraffes are about to go on the endangered species list, according to U.S. wildlife officials.
It's them long necks and not big enough trees to eat.
Giraffes are always one of the favorites of the zoo, but
they are.
I don't know if you know this, but the giraffe is the snob. They're the snobs of the animal kingdom.
How are they the snobs?
Yeah. They're always looking down on all the other animals.
I love giraffes. They had a baby shower for the baby giraffe that was born at the zoo last year. It was cute.
Would you say they're your favorite animal, Joanna?
I don't know if favorite, but definitely up there.
You know they have black tongues.
I have seen them. Those are so weird.
It's interesting that you picked up on that.
What?
Let me play some more of our entries for the Thanksgiving feast. This one just came in since yesterday. Remember, tell us how a complete Thanksgiving feast could really help you out, save the day. How could you use it? We're not competing to see who has the most tragic story, although, some people do have, it's hard times for some people, but we're going to put all the finalists, which is almost all of our entries, we're going to put it into a drawing and do that later today on the show. You're going to get ham and turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans and cranberry sauce. It's a complete dinner catered by Conamore, catering by Beret. And here's another call.
Yes, this is Johnny 5 Alive. I would like to be entered into that Thanksgiving giveaway. Unfortunately, I'm going to be sad that day.
Thanksgiving?
So, getting that giveaway would be awesome. I'm going to be sad because I'm going to be watching the Dallas Cowboys lose again. So.
That's right, they will.
Yep, Cowboys fan here. So pretty sad. Anyways, my number.
Okay.
It is a sad
take
day
the number
for
off
them.
the air. Right on. Thank
Who are
you.
they playing?
Thank you very much. Have a great holiday. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, you're in. Put that guy in the finals.
Who are they playing on Thanksgiving?
That's a good question. Oh, the Giants.
Thank you, Joanna.
You're welcome. It will be a sad day.
For everyone.
I love on Thanksgiving, like when everyone's watching the game and then the Cowboys are just doing bad and all my family is just like really quiet. It's hilarious.
Giraffe population.
I wasn't making that story up just to make a joke. The story about the giraffes is on TV right now.
Buzz is like a child who
Buzz
points.
does, okay, for people who don't know, there's
We have a TV on
And
the
he'll
wall.
just point so that I have to look at the.
I know, and then all the time that he points, I'm just like, what is it, boy? What is it? What's wrong?
Squirrels. I just wanted to see that maybe you thought I made that story up for a cheap punchline. Nico.
Did you
Show me the turkey. Give me the turkey. Please let me have that turkey. Get really fat next Thursday night. OTR Mike and Mike 915.
Okay, there's Mike and Mike. I love those guys, but this is going to be randomized. So Mike and Mike, you're going in there, but it is going to be a random drawing, and somebody's going to win the turkey feast today. Do we have another one to give away before Thanksgiving, or is
I think this is the last
this is probably the last one?
Yeah.
So we got a caller. I guess I could go in and play it. Who says that when we were giving away the Felipe Esparza tickets yesterday? Have you seen this call?
Me? No.
That you have.
I saw it yesterday.
That Alberto picked him up, and he thought he was going to be the winner, and then the phone disconnected. So he's saying, did I win? Do we have any more tickets to give away?
I think we do.
Yeah, I might just, just in case there was some kind of snafu there.
You know what?
But he's
Sometimes-
very insistent. He really feels like he
this
was
is
the winner.
This is the
wanna
second call.
hear- I want to hear
So
what
they
he
called.
said.
They called in yesterday after the contest.
Maybe I have some- maybe I have
Alberto
some
put me on
insights.
hold.
Well, hold on. I don't know if you remember. I asked Alberto if we had a winner yesterday, and I was only really doing that to confirm the name that I saw on the screen for the caller, and then the name of the winner, and they were different. So I assumed that the caller just didn't know what they were talking about. But they called again this morning.
Okay.
You going to play that one?
No, you were playing it. Weren't you?
You were talking like
guys,
you were
get
going
it
to play
together.
it. Yeah, no, I got it. Here you go. Just take a second here.
Good morning. This is Sandra again. I called yesterday because I got in for the concert tickets for the comedy show, and Alberto answered my call and put me on hold, so it looks like I won, but then the call got dropped. So he never told me, hey, you're the wrong caller. So I was super disappointed when the call got dropped. So I'm trying again to see if I can be considered to get some tickets, because I'm pretty sure I won.
Well, if you're sure, I mean...
Well, no,
I
that's
find
not. She's not the winner that Alberto announced.
Right.
Yeah, but she says he put her on hold, so that makes her think that she
I don't know why he would put her on hold. That's not how I taught him.
Yeah, I was
do
just about
that.
to say, Joanna has taught Alberto how to do the call screen.
You know what? If we got another pair of tickets, we'll get back. This is
Sandra.
Sandra, we'll get back with you. We'll make that good for you.
But sometimes, normally you'll pick up, you'll tell them what number they are and that they didn't win, right?
I immediately will tell you what number you are and then hang up if you're not the winner. If you're the winner, sometimes what happens is when I do get the right winner, nobody answers on the other end. So I have to go to the next caller.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he put her on hold.
Because that's not how
I taught him.
That's not how you brought him up.
No, it's not. He did not learn that from me.
Nico, somebody called about the segment you did about reading levels dropping off, and college professors are starting to notice that their kids that are freshmen, even at places like Harvard and Yale, haven't read enough.
Yeah.
Remind me of the story again. Basically, that assignments in high school, you don't have to read all of Tom Sawyer. You read a section
an excerpt of it, yeah. Or what I've noticed a lot with my nephews is they'll get like worksheets. And so it'll be just like a certain part of the book that they'll print out, and then like you'll have to answer questions
You know what
about
we used to do in middle school and high school? If we had an assignment, we could find the
movie,
the classic comics. No, they used to make comics of like a Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court or the Iliad. They were like these comic books.
You're speaking like a foreign language.
Comic
I
books.
get it.
Comic book.
Tale of Two Cities, the complete works of Shakespeare. Yeah. It was like a comic book.
That'd be a thick comic.
It kind of jumped around.
Cut out a lot.
It takes out a lot of the.
Cut out a lot.
Sure. Well, you could read it in 10 minutes, and it's like, I just read Moby Dick.
You're not reading Moby Dick, and you're not reading.
You know what? It was good enough for high school.
So
we had Sparks notes, so.
There was an article that came out in The Atlantic a couple months ago called The Elite College Students Who Can't Read. And it kind of set off a firestorm in the education community. Yeah, because a lot of professors in college are noticing that their students are unable to keep up with the reading exercises.
And you're saying
and
at Ivy League
assignments,
colleges.
even at Harvard, Yale, Princeton. And they're blaming high school curriculum for not requiring students to read full-length books anymore. That most of the assignments are, like you said, excerpts or a few pages. They'll say, "Here's
read this page to this
Huck
page."
and Finn, yeah. Huck Finn and read 20 pages, and then we're just going to do that.
Me to my nephews. Of Mice and Men isn't even a big book.
Yeah, that's
you
a small
read
book.
That's like 140 pages.
Good morning, guys. I was just doing some catch-up listening, and I was hearing yesterday's show, and I was hearing you guys talk about the reading portion. You know, I admit, like, I am one of those and I'm actually like 46, so this goes beyond just the current high school and college students. But I'm like a really, really bad reader. Not that I don't like reading.
Yeah.
But I'm a slow reader. It's almost a chore for me to read a book.
For some people,
look, don't be too hard on yourself, because if it's something I'm not interested in, it's that hard for me too.
Yeah, it happens.
But I do enjoy reading, but it's just, a little bit it takes more work to get it done. And I think just a lot of people are probably more like that than they are that they just completely refuse to reading because they think it's boring. I think it's just that some people are just slow readers, and it takes a lot of work for them to finish in the time that they're given to finish an assigned book. All right, that's my 2 bits. Thanks.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah,
well, that was that was very
good
self-aware
perspective.
to admit that, I guess.
You know what they need to do? They need to bring back that Book It program where if you read a book, they give you like a little coupon to get a free pizza at Pizza Hut.
When you guys were in elementary school, did they have like one time a month when you were able to order books?
We have the
book fair?
Book fair.
Like the book fair. Yeah.
I am
the Scholastic.
forever chasing the high of the Scholastic book fair.
Yeah. We had that even back when I was in school, and they had not invented writing back in those days. You know that?
Bring back the Book It program. Give us all little pizzas.
Yeah. RIF, reading is fundamental, people.
In recognition of National Smokeout Day, we, the people of the tobacco companies, honor those people who are trying to kick the habit. Your attempts to forego the smooth, filtered flavor your body craves are admirable, knowing just how good it feels to inhale that creamy, rich texture of smoky tar. Just think about it. Yeah, that's right. You want it. You want a cigarette right now, don't you? Go ahead. Just one won't hurt, and we won't tell.
Stop it.
Nico, stop listening.
Stop it.
You're not helping, Buzz.
This is good, and it's all for you. In honor of National Smokeout Day.
Oh, no.
This message brought to you by Big Tobacco, always putting our profits before your health.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Joanna has the Urban Dictionary game
All right.
on the way. Looking forward to it. And you say that it's a slang phrase that's pretty new, and we're probably going to need to know
You're
it.
probably going to get it immediately.
Music news, concert updates, song and album factoids, and of course, nothing but El Paso's best rock.
Old water ruin you will.
We are saved.
Visit Home Water Services at hws-ep.com today.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
Hallmark movie fans live out dream with Christmas Cruise, and has got these 4 ladies all wearing the identical pink flamingo ugly Christmas sweater.
Okay.
On a cruise.
On a cruise.
Well, so remember you asked Danica McKellar.
Why don't they ever do a cruise? And she said, yeah, nobody's thought of that.
I guess they do.
We've had a lot of great
Hallmark, and the movie she was promoting is not on Hallmark. You kept asking her Hallmark questions.
Yeah, that's true.
I did?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I guess there is a big
different
difference.
companies. And when she's promoting her
she's
stuff on
promoting,
one
right.
and not the other.
So she's on Great American Christmas. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have to make this a short segment.
Yes.
But what I thought we would do at the very end, I got a couple of things to talk about. And at the very end, Joanna, you're going to tell us the word for Urban Dictionary word of the day, okay? The Urban Dictionary game. Here are a couple of things I just wanted to mention. The Cowboys are playing on Thanksgiving. They're going to be playing the New York Giants.
Woo!
The Texans are also going to be playing on Christmas Day.
Nice.
And that's going to be on Netflix. And it was announced that Beyonce is going to perform at halftime of the Ravens-Texans game on Netflix Christmas Day. And I, for one, cannot wait to see it buffer. Should your next vacation be a skillcation? That's where you intentionally plan a vacation that involves learning a new skill.
You mean community college?
No, but, like, did you ever hear that the thing they were offering, you could go and learn how to be a gladiator inside the actual Coliseum? That would be cool.
It doesn't sound like a vacation,
So, like, you could learn to go do, I don't know what, pottery?
Horseshoeing?
So you could learn to be a blacksmith or...
What is this, Little House on a Prairie?
Right. These are all just vocations.
I don't want to learn how to get my own water from the well.
All right. You know what? I wasn't going to click on it, but I'm going to read the whole story now. Look, my vacations are devoted to my 88-year-old mom. Seeing her, seeing my nieces.
Yes.
If it ever comes where I have time for myself, I might want to do something like that.
When's the last vacation you went on for yourself?
20 years. Like just
what?
That wasn't going to see.
Shut up.
No, you took Blanca to Vegas a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but this was a weekend.
That
was a 3-day weekend.
Mini vacation.
Yeah, I'm talking about a week. You can't learn a skill in 3 days.
It depends on the
So
skill.
you want to specifically learn a skill on vacation?
What is a skillcation? Skillcations are vacations centered around learning. It does look boring. I was going to.
Wait. Why didn't you finish the sentence?
Because it's like boring.
Because it went reflecting a revolution on soft skill and vocational skill development.
Never mind. I thought I was going to learn how to be like a lion tamer or something. I thought.
What the hell, Buzz?
Knitting your way around Iceland.
Travelers immerse themselves in experiences like knitting your way around Iceland. I can't believe I was interested in this for a second. Poker. I would love to take a vacation for a week and learn how to play poker. It probably wouldn't take a week, though, right?
Well, it would take a lifetime to get good at it.
You know why I think I would be good at it? I think I'm good at reading people and their tells. But I don't know, like if a royal house beats a straight flush or all that stuff, I can't keep them straight.
Yeah, that's essential.
Wallet Hub updated its list of the most sinful cities in America, and Las Vegas is still number one.
Yeah, but 2 New Mexico cities are on that list.
Las Cruces and Albuquerque?
Yep.
Holy damn. Send me that because that's an article.
I already sent it to Buzz for an article idea, and he's like, no, I don't want this one.
No. Then hand it to Joanna.
No, I'll do it.
Son of a bitch.
So, Vegas, we know how it's sinful. They have, legalized prostitution, legalized marijuana, gambling, it's Vegas. It's Sin
heaven.
City.
Yeah.
Albuquerque, I get the feeling is just like there's a general kind of like a shaky vibe in Albuquerque, especially
there is a general sense of fear. There you walk around.
There's a tension in the air. Same thing with Miami.
You watch Scarface too much.
No, I've been to Miami before. There is an element of danger
everywhere.
Yeah. Why would Las Cruces be on the list of sinful cities?
I have no idea.
All meth related?
I did not get into the article because I was saying it for you.
Joanna, tell us, give us the Urban Dictionary word of the day, and we'll try and suss it out, and then we'll come back with our answers after the break, all right?
Your Urban Dictionary word of today is swift fish.
Swift fish.
Yes, all one word, swift fish.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to get it.
Swift fish?
Swift fish.
I love the morning show.
Buzz Adams in the morning.
I'll listen to the music later on. I listen to the morning show to hear you.
Trial of Target planning even easier. Save more on hosting. Happier holidays from Target. Restrictions apply.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a town square media station.
All right, we're going to reveal our answers for the Urban Dictionary word of the day. And tell us again what the word is.
Your word today was swift fish.
Swift fish.
Are you going to play what Five Guys said about what is
was that 5 points?
A 5 points guy, yeah. I don't. It's kind of dirty, so I don't know if it's appropriate or not.
Inappropriate.
Hey, swift fish is what Taylor Swift calls her vacuum.
Hey, hold on.
All right.
5 points guy. A little heads up on that, please. We have families listening. Dysfunctional families, but families.
Oh, that's so funny.
Swift fish. And you said it's going to be easy to get. You think we're going to get it.
I
but
think
you
you're
also
gonna totally get it.
think
I
we're
got
going to
it.
be seeing it a lot.
I think so, yes.
Is this one of those Urban Dictionary words that you got from your nephews?
No,
you found it out somewhere else?
I got from Instagram.
All right. From Instagram.
Yes.
We're going to reveal our answers. Nico, do you have yours written down?
I do.
Sausage fest, moose, knuckle, YOLO, pocket tank. Chili dogging, Tommy sticks, motorboating, turning tricks, Dutch rudder, duck butter, gator, Schwartz, bank, bank.
Gross. All of them.
Beef, figget, cyber loafing, dingleberries, purple dolphin, hot car, banana, polish, rusty trombone.
Ew.
Bankrupt, Uncle Kippy, angry dragon, sippy, sippy, hot pocket, pocket, rocket, baby, goggles, dome. It's a
All right. Do you want me to go first, Nico, or do you want to go first?
How about you do it, buddy?
Swift fish is a slang term, and I guessed when you try to get someone interested in you for a date by claiming that you have tickets to Taylor Swift. So I'm going to say swift fishing is like catfishing, except you use the sold-out Eras Tour tickets as the bait.
Damn it, Buzz.
Nico,
That's
was
mine.
that also yours?
That was exactly mine.
We'll read it. Do you not write it down?
Swift fishing is catfishing,
Fishing.
but using Taylor Swift as the bait. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
All right, Joanna.
Yes.
Tell us the actual Urban Dictionary definition.
I am
of
very
swift fishing.
happy to announce that both of you got it right.
You're Maraca.
I have a maraca. All the sound effects. You are totally right. Swift fish to feign being a Taylor Swift fan as a ruse to appear more romantic, decent, and attractive on dating apps
Yep.
or in real life.
Only reason I know this is because I've used it on Hinge.
How does it work? You didn't have Taylor Swift tickets, obviously.
You don't need to. Did
No,
you hear her
don't. You just need to be like,
definition?
I love Taylor Swift
feigning
songs.
interest into the artist so that you come off as more romantic and
gay. I mean, if you're a dude, right?
No, that's just 80s school bully kind of mentality still. But everything's gay, right?
No, but
that's okay.
You are
You're gay.
Swift fishing, Nico.
Yeah.
It's
totally work too.
According to Tinder, the number of U.S. users talking about Taylor Swift on their profiles has grown 44% since February. For that same pool of users, mentions of the Eras Tour and Swiftie peaked in August, right around the same time Swift was wrapping up the U.S. leg of her tour.
I was listening to some of the news anchors on MSNBC, not Joe and Mika, but they were talking about they'd been to a couple of Swift concerts, Taylor Swift concerts, and they say easily 9 out of 10 are women or girls.
Right.
That what?
9 out of 10 people going to a Taylor Swift concert are women, young women, or girls.
Like, guys have the perfect opportunity to hook up that night if they're just standing outside of the arenas after the concert.
It's kind of like standing outside a women's restroom.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Swift fishing is, I think, a term we're going to be hearing a lot of as we enter 2025 in the dating world.
So let me get it straight. You don't pretend, I have tickets. You just say you're a fan of Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Why is this playing?
Wait, so was your definition saying that specifically you had tickets?
Buzz was specifically tickets, but he was on the right track, kind of.
Oh.
Magma Cooch, Tootsie Roll, Santo Rum and Camel Toe, Butter Paste Tea, Bagging Fapple Bull Ho, Bukkake Naked, Hashtag Happy Trail Douchebag, Cleveland Steamer Head Cleaner, San Francisco Bird Feeder.
Gross.
Is San Francisco bird feeder really, really bad?
It's bad, yeah.
You've done it. Tell us.
And it got me thinking, like, what would be my version of Swift fishing? Like if a guy was like, I really love My Chemical
I
Romance.
love Halloween. Halloween
I
sweaters are
love
my
ghosts.
favorite.
I love cats. Catfishing?
Catfishing.
But that is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
About 20 minutes till we wrap up entry for the complete Thanksgiving feast from Rise Federal Credit Union.
I am compiling our data set into my database
By the way,
of information.
Today's our
I'm glad
weekly.
we figured that out.
Today's manager meeting with our
Yes.
program manager.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, man, contests are a big pain in my ass. If we can avoid them, I don't want to do them
You
anymore.
already told them that
You
last
said that
week,
several times.
and they didn't give a damn. And
Right,
they were
they
like,
don't
you're
care.
doing this contest.
But they're so time consuming and work intensive.
But look at the joy that it brings our listeners.
I got a few other notes here. Scientists unearthed a 35,000-year-old saber-toothed kitten. It was found in the Siberian permafrost.
A kitten?
A frozen saber-toothed kitten.
Oh,
or
Joanna.
as Haitians call that, a frozen
Lunch.
dinner.
Nice.
That's never going to
Nice.
not be funny.
Hey, Joanna, look at the pictures because I think you would find it cute.
I got to find them. Let's see.
It's still in its fetal position.
And can you make it out that it is a mammal at least? Or
Yeah.
can you make it out that it's a kitten?
Yes, some type of...
I don't know if this
It doesn't look like a normal lion or anything.
I hate these websites.
Well, it's going to have sabers for teeth. You know, it's right there in the name.
Well, I'm saying even as a kitten, it doesn't look like a lion kitten or a tiger kitten.
God,
So is this one of the is this one of those things where they could get enough DNA to maybe, because they've been talking about bringing back the woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a much older. No, actually, 35,000 years. That's as old as some of the woolly mammoths that they found in the
definitely.
permafrost for sure. And they've been talking about bringing the woolly mammoth back. They say, and I don't know how this works, that it would actually benefit the environment in Russia, like the tundra, where they find all this stuff.
To bring back the saber tooth?
No, to bring back the
woolly.
the woolly mammoth. That, like, you know, everything that exists in an ecosystem plays a part. And they're saying,
Look at its little paws.
yeah, but it's going to have
saber teeth.
Yeah, 12-inch teeth by the time it's half grown.
It's cute.
Yeah, but you need those 12-inch teeth to get through the woolly mammoth hide.
All right, a couple other things. RFK Jr. wants to make school lunches healthier.
Don't let him near this little saber-toothed kitten.
That's I think that's something we could agree on.
Yeah.
School lunches could probably be healthier. It's time
for
somebody
sure.
finally took on the all-powerful tater tot lobby.
Wow, don't you remember Michelle Obama's big push?
Childhood
First lady was
obesity.
childhood obesity.
And that was exercise, but also diet was a big part of it.
Yeah, and so she wanted school lunches to change. Glenn Beck had nightly episodes where he would say, "Keep your hands off my fries." So I guess my question is, Buzz, do you think this is a good plan for the incoming Health and Human Services Director,
I think it's a
Secretary, to
topic that
be
a lot
into reducing fast food in childhood lunches? Or would it be the Glenn Beck approach and be like, this is a state's issue. I don't need the government to tell me what to do. I don't need the government to tell my kids what to do. Leave it to the states to decide what you're going to do about school lunch.
For the lunch?
Yeah.
I mean, I ate school lunch when I was in school.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, do we need a national federal secretary guiding with guidelines for this, or is this something that should
Well,
be?
when you're talking about school lunches, don't forget Donald Trump just named Linda McMahon from the WWE to be the head of the Department of Education, and her entire mission is going to be to dismantle the Department of Education.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever RFK is doing with school
might not even apply anymore.
Yeah. You remember those North Korean soldiers that went to Russia to fight against Ukraine?
The one feasting on pornography?
Yeah, that's the story I want to talk about for a second. So these guys never had access because
North Korea.
It's restricted. It's North Korea. It's the hermit kingdom. And they never had internet, so they got over to Russia and they could get on the internet and they become hopelessly addicted,
What
it says,
what
to
was
porn.
the word they used?
Gorging and feasting were both of the
my
words.
God.
Wait until they hear about hamburgers.
I know, right? They have carpal tunnel syndrome, I've heard already, that they're unable to shoot their guns.
This is my rifle, this is my gun. This one's for fight, and this is for fun. So we touched on that for a second. Linda McMahon, who's married to
Vince
McMahon, right, from the WWE, is being tapped as Secretary of Education. Trump has talked about getting rid of the about the Department of Education. We will send education back to the states, and Linda McMahon will spearhead that effort, Trump said in a Tuesday statement. Some people pointed out Linda McMahon has definite business experience, but she doesn't have any experience in education. And it really seems like a lot of these appointments. I found out Matt Gaetz actually is an attorney. Like, he passed the bar, but he's never worked as an attorney.
He's never worked as an attorney.
Right? And he's going to be the attorney general, or might be the attorney general. The job market's got to be wide open right now.
Let's say you're looking for a job, but you don't have a college degree. Maybe you don't have any related work experience, or perhaps you've had more than a few brushes with the law. Well, that's okay, because Uncle Sam wants you at the White House. The White House is hiring for all positions beginning as early as January 2025. Send your resume now to the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. 20500. If you're uneducated, unqualified, or unable to get security clearance, you could work at the White House. Background checks are not required.
All right, take a quick pause here. When we come back, news headlines with Nico and Jimmy, and on the way.
Delta Airlines is going to start serving Shake Shack burgers. I'll have the details next news.
Coming up after the Buzz Adams Morning Show, Glenn Garza and Daniel Paulus. 95.5 KLAQ.
Okay, let's hear it.
It begins
now. Yes, it does. Here we go. It's time for news headlines with Nico and Jimmy. Good morning,
Can we
Nico.
just say how impressive that was of you? Joanna, did you see him get back?
I did. Yeah, I had a song ready and everything.
Like ready to go. And then right at the last second, you were able to get in. That was impressive.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, well, you know, people are starting to show up for work. I stop and make chit chat with Ray, and who else was back there? Adrian was back there.
Adrian.
You know, I like to say hi and good morning, so. But I did know I was on the clock. So.
All right. Well, let's get into the news. How about that?
Yeah.
2 people are dead from a bomb cyclone in the Pacific Northwest.
That cyclone was a bomb.
That's what I keep thinking when I hear it.
Yeah.
But apparently, no. It's battering the Pacific Northwest, and it's claimed those 2 lives. Up to 4 inches of rain have been recorded across Washington State, Oregon, and Northern California. Forecasts call for up to 18 inches of rainfall by just tomorrow. Flash flooding, rock slides, landslides, all likely from the storm, with a high-risk alert for excessive rainfall. In the Northern California mountains, blizzard conditions will be possible starting today with 1 to 4 feet of snow and wind gusts at 70 miles per hour.
Ooh.
At a press conference, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell reported about the extensive power outages they've been experiencing.
We think right now, according to SDOT reports, that around 20 to 30 trees are down, and they're working very diligently to address any debris that's impacting the roadways and transportation.
Have either one of you ever been to Seattle or Washington State?
Yes.
No.
Does it rain as much as they make it out in movies? Like
yes. It does.
It rains all.
So you know what you notice if you stay in El Paso a lot and then you start to move somewhere else, like especially Portland, like we have clear skies in El Paso for the most part. It is.
That's what was the worst before I moved to El Paso, because I used to get sad. Seasonal affective disorder,
right?
And it wasn't necessarily that it was raining, but it was overcast for like 6 months in a row where I used to live.
So that's what happens in Seattle is you just don't see the blue sky that often. You know, it's mostly clouds or foggy or you know.
Any day the sun comes out, they get a bunch of UFO reportings because they don't know what it is.
Well, the trial of Venezuelan Jose Ibarra came to an end yesterday with Superior Court Judge H. Patrick Haggard issuing a guilty verdict on all 10 counts against him in the death of Laken Riley. Ibarra had waived his rights to a jury trial, leaving the verdict solely in the hands of the judge. After a recess, Judge Haggard sentenced Ibarra to life in prison without the possibility of parole, meaning he will spend his whole life or the rest of it in a Georgia jail. Before the trial began, prosecutors decided not to seek the death penalty in the case. You know what's interesting?
This is the Laken Riley.
I don't hear Trump talking about this. I don't hear them being like, oh, we got justice for Laken, justice for Laken. You don't remember this? That when they were having
I know they
election,
were using it as a bludgeon.
They were using it as a cudgel against
this guy was illegally in the country.
Yes, they were constantly bringing it up, and they were like at the debates. We want to ask Kamala, what about Laken? What about Laken and the person? And it's like, oh, that was just all hysteria about this is just a man who killed a human who killed another human.
Well, I'd like to focus more on the crime. So the defense argued that all the evidence against this Venezuelan man was circumstantial, but I know that they did find his DNA under Laken Riley's fingernails, which seems to, be pretty hard to refute.
Well, I'm just talking about the idea that a migrant committing murder is so much worse than anybody else committing murder. No, anybody committing murder is pretty bad and should be,
Well, I mean,
you're going to hedge on that?
If you lose your daughter like this family did, you might be asking questions. This guy wasn't even supposed to be in the country. I mean, it's not too hard for me to grasp, where people are going with that.
Sure, just as much as...
Sure, we got Americans that are murderers in every state.
I don't think it makes it any less hurtful or...
Well, it was used politically.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
For a fact, it was used politically.
It was used politically, and you don't see them using the conviction of him politically.
Right. They want you to think all these illegal immigrants just get off scot-free on everything, but this guy's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. But it's probably not much comfort to her mother and father.
I don't think again, it doesn't matter whether he was a migrant or not, an illegal migrant or not. I don't think it would be comfort to any parents to see the murder of their daughter just go to jail.
It would not be a What do you mean?
Any more than Lakin's family? I mean, why would Lakin's family be more relieved than any other murder victim's family?
When a tragedy happens, most people want something to point to and blame. So I think that, a lot of people, if the border was sealed, we wouldn't have as many of these incidents as possible.
It doesn't make it feel better.
I guess I'm not fully grasping your point.
What? That murder is murder? It doesn't matter whether it's carried out by an illegal immigrant or not?
This guy got convicted. He's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. Justice is served, but, how did this guy get in the country?
Like any other illegal immigrants?
Right.
I don't know. But also, the statistics on illegal immigrant crime it's not
immigrants, even illegal immigrants, and this is from the Cato Institute, which is a conservative think tank, commit crimes at a lower rate than native-born citizens of the United States.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, is that the migrant status, the immigration status of a defendant does not matter to me 1 inch in the heinousness of a crime.
So here you go. Here I think is the different perception. If you're MAGA, you think that most of the immigrants coming in are just waiting to cut your throat or strangle you or whatever. So, but if you're not on board with that agenda, you think most immigrants are here probably to work, send their money back, and maybe even aspire to going back to their country someday or whatever.
Right.
But most of them are not murderers or rapists. And I think the MAGA position is, most of them are potentially rapists and murderers, and that's fear-mongering.
Yeah, and
is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying, and that they're using the death of Laken Riley as a political thing. Donald Trump could come out and
the Trump movement is not above using victims of tragedy as props.
Well, I'm saying now that the election's over, you don't see them going, let's start, thank God for the justice for Riley and stuff. It just seems like it's kind of, I don't know, performative. All right, well, moving on.
Just got a call.
Oh.
This could be Cucker, but...
Nico, all you need to do is get online on either X or Truth Social, and you can see that Trump did issue a statement for Laken Riley, and it said exactly that. Justice for Laken Riley. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't think you know what you're talking about, but that's just par for the course, so keep running your mouth, idiot.
I love how angry.
Well, there's the counterpoint from Cucker Tarleton.
Yeah, nice counterpoint, Cucker. Yeah, Donald Trump put out a tweet. Nice, great. I mean, he used Laken Riley's name and face for fundraising emails for months on end before the election. I'm glad a nice tweet is going to satisfy you.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. It's good. A homeless man was arrested by the FBI in Florida yesterday and charged with plotting to bomb the New York Stock Exchange. Harun Abdul Malik Yaner has been watched by the FBI since a tip in February let them know he was storing bomb-making schematics in a storage unit in Coral Springs. He claimed he was recruited to join ISIS overseas over Facebook Messenger, but decided against it. And a team of undercover FBI agents posed as people trying to help him pull off the bombing. His stated goal with the bombing was to force a reboot of the U.S. government. Yaner was charged with the attempted use of an explosive to damage or destroy any building used in interstate or foreign commerce. District Court Judge Stephen Hippler has ruled that Brian Koberger, the man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students 2 years ago, will, in fact, face the death penalty in his case if prosecutors decide to pursue it. Prosecutors have said in court filings that there are 4 aggravating factors in Coburg's case that merit the death penalty, including that there are multiple victims. The murders were ethically heinous, atrocious, or cruel, and there was utter disregard for human life. Oh, and that the suspect had a propensity to commit murder, which will probably constitute a continuing threat to society. A jury would agree that at least one of those factors applies. If they do, then they would have to unanimously agree to a death sentence.
Would you like to hear President-elect Trump's tweet or X or whatever it is?
Yeah, sure.
Although the pain and heartbreak will last forever, hopefully this can bring some peace and closure to her wonderful family who fought for justice and to ensure that other families don't have to go through what they have.
Okay, that's nice. Do you want me to respond to that or?
No.
Oh, okay. Soup may be good food, but it's no longer part of a good name. That's the decision of Campbell's Soup Company shareholders, who overwhelmingly voted to approve the company's decision to change its name to just Campbell's Company. It's not going to be called Campbell's Soup Company anymore.
We all know it's soup. It's kind of redundant. It's Campbell's. It's good.
Exactly. CEO Mark Klaus issued a statement after the vote saying that the change will retain the iconic name while reflecting the full breadth of our portfolio. Campbell's also owns things like Prego sauce and Goldfish crackers. And if you can get accepted to MIT, but
I once got a girl Prego while I was sauced.
Oh, my God.
My daughter's mother.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, every girl's even sauced.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Buzz.
You said Prego sauce.
No.
Now that's Italian.
I just want to sit in this and marinate in it. If you can get accepted to MIT but can't afford the tuition, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology has a solution. The school announced yesterday that students from families with a family income below $200,000 will get to attend the university.
That's considered too poor to go to college. $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, MIT is an elite institution, of course.
Yeah. I think that it doesn't matter these days. I mean, college is expensive no matter where you go. But if anything, having that higher cap means more students would be eligible for the free tuition because a lot of colleges have the caps at $100,000.
I think we definitely want to get really, really smart people the best education we can because, future's in their hands.
Well, the school announced that the $200,000 will be the cap for those students who will get to attend the university without tuition starting next fall. The university says the new policy will cover around 80% of its incoming class. Students whose families earn less than $100,000 per year will have their tuition, housing, dining, and fees waived and will receive an allowance for books and personal expenses. For the 2022-2023 school year tuition at MIT, it was $57,000 a year. The school says the tuition-free program is made possible by generous gifts made by individuals, alumni, and friends.
So my daughter's a senior, and I can tell you, if she would just go in-state to go to college, it would save me a lot of money because she's looking at places like...
Unless it's a private school.
USC and New York University.
But if she wanted like Pepperdine or what are those other ones that are around there?
Well, any of it out of state. You get in-state tuition.
No, I think they're
almost painless.
Like Harvey Mudd, and I think if they're private, then the in-state and out-of-state might not apply. If it's a private school. I don't know where she's applying to.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to still have any money in my bank account by the time this gets done.
Do we need to take a break soon?
Oh, we should, yeah. Good call.
I've been feeling it.
Sure.
Good call.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
We'll come back, have the rest of the news on the way. And Steve Kaplowitz was lurking outside the door, so I guess he wants to
What
come
a
in and talk
lurker.
sports.
The Daily Calendar.
Today, November 21st.
Hey, today is Alaskatalo Day. Alaskatalo. It's a made-up thing in Alaska about a walrus moose hybrid.
Because we're all a little nuts.
Also in the worst idea ever department, it's False Confession Day. So confess something you didn't do. What could go wrong? It's Red Mitten Day in Canada. Everybody wears blue mittens. Ha, you caught me. False confession. It's the Great American Smokeout, so no smoking. And eat a cookie shaped like a man. Why? It's Gingerbread Cookie Day. And that's your daily calendar.
I'm Daniel Paulus, and whether you're wrapping up your workday,
Tracked. Subject to credit. All 25 Tucsons and Santa Fe's. All trims. Over 30 in stock. Expires 12/4/24.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Enderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
I closed the window for entries for the Thanksgiving feast at 8:30, so about 10 minutes ago. And it's going to take us about another 10 to 20 minutes to get all the names so we can draw a winner. This has been a pain in the ass, hasn't it?
Stop.
I mean, it's just organizing things. It's just a matter of organizing things, and that's not what we're great at. So,
got a couple more entries. Do you mind if I play these real quick?
Hit it.
All right.
Hey guys, I'd like to enter the contest for the Thanksgiving giveaway. It'll be our first time for me and my wife hosting this year, and we have no idea what to do or where to start. We're a week away and panicking, so this will definitely help out a lot and bless us and our family. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. My name is Victor. And
all right. He's about to give us the phone number. Got it. There's Victor. First time. The duty falls on them, and they say they're panicking because they don't know what to do.
I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's very daunting hosting
Where
your
do you
first
start?
Thanksgiving.
All right. Hey, but wait, I got some advice for you, man. You start with the turkey. That's all you need. Start defrosting that baby.
You gotta preheat the oven before you stick the turkey in it.
Is that a New Girls reference?
That's
my plan for that turkey giveaway. First year after a divorce, finally get my kids this Thanksgiving. It'd be nice to have a little dinner with them. Thank you. Phone numbers and that.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Boss Adams.
No, but I caught it.
God, you really just don't like doing these contests.
Yeah, he really does not.
I get stressed. There's so much to keep track of.
You know what? I feel it too, and it is a lot of organization staying organized. But also, I don't want anybody to be left out. Like I want
exactly.
I want
everybody that qualifies. We're putting you in the drawing, and we'll do it when we get a few extra minutes.
We're taking our extra time to dot our I's, cross our T's.
All right, let's get back to because Nico says he has a lot more news.
So much news today. Well, Pope Francis announced yesterday that he plans to canonize Carlos Acutis in April. The boy, informally known as God's influencer, died of leukemia in Italy in 2006 at the age of 15, and the church has attributed 2 miracles to him. Acutis, a teenage web designer who documented miracles online and used his skills to maintain websites for local Catholic organizations, was beatified in 2020.
Let me hear some specifics about these miracles.
After a miracle was attributed to him, and in May, the Pope attributed a second miracle to the teen. He'll be the church's youngest contemporary saint when he's canonized during the Jubilee for Adolescents on April 25th through the 27th.
Do you know what they count as a miracle these days?
I have no idea. Do you?
I bet it's not like parting the Red Sea or anything.
Do you know?
Yeah, like card tricks.
No, they
sleight of
don't.
hand,
Stop. Well,
making
okay.
it look like you're pulling your thumb off your hand, that kind of stuff.
Do they have like a repository for all the miracles?
I've read some of the miracles, and it's it's not biblical. Let me just say that. You don't have to be the flying nun to perform a miracle these days.
Okay, I'm kind of looking for examples of miracles. I want to know what examples would they have
I
to
see
have seen?
miracles every day. Lightning, thunder, magnets. How the F do they work?
Okay, so 2 miracles were required for Pope John Paul II's canonization. The first miracle was the healing of Sister Marie Pierre from Parkinson's disease. And the second was the healing of Floribeth Mora Diaz's brain injury. Oh, wow. There's people that have had the stigmata has been a miracle for them.
That's where the wounds of Christ appear on your hands and head and side and everything. And feet.
I was curious as well, though. What were the miracles? I couldn't find them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you healed somebody, but maybe they just got better. I don't want to rain on anybody's parade.
You're kind of raining on
I do sound like a real gloomy Gus when it comes to this kind of stuff, don't I?
Yeah, those miracles.
Now, was the lady, the women that Pope John Paul II healed, were they also seeking medical treatment? Because maybe it's the medical treatment that healed him.
I mean, faith doesn't require proof, buddy.
Okay. But fact requires proof. Faith may not, but fact does.
I mean, you're not wrong, Buzz.
Okay, thank you.
Well, the film Rust...
God, no wonder nobody wants me to come to church anymore.
They just told you, like, you know what? You don't have to go to church with us no more.
When I was a kid, I was notorious. Like our Sunday school teachers, I would
bitch about the sermons.
I was eventually told I was not allowed to talk in Sunday school.
Did your parents eventually have to be like, I'm sorry, he's adopted?
No, I don't think they ever did that. That would have been hurtful.
That would have been so hurtful.
No.
So hurtful.
Sorry.
The film Rust premiered in Portland.
They said that the audience audibly gasped during the scene where Alec Baldwin shot the guy.
So apparently one scene shook the crowd. A report in Vulture says there was a noticeable shock through the room when a character was shot to death. Vulture says that moviegoers immediately linked it to the cinematographer Helena Hutchins.
I'm sure they could not. They didn't use the actual footage, if there even is any actual footage. Is there? I mean, this could have been something that happened and they weren't filming, like a rehearsal or something?
I think so. I don't think they were filming when the thing happened.
That would be evidence if they had filmed it. And I never heard of them. Maybe they did, but I didn't hear about it, that they were showing Alec Baldwin, because he claims that he didn't pull the trigger.
Yes. Baldwin was not invited to the premiere so as to not cause a distraction. One film critic says it's hard to separate Rust from the shooting while watching the movie. There's no plans for Rust to be shown nationwide at this point. And I've been wondering what you would have thought about this, Buzz. A Chinese-born crypto entrepreneur now owns arguably the most expensive piece of fruit in the world. Justin Sun dropped a winning bid of $6.2 million for...
Golden apple?
A banana duct taped to a wall.
Oh.
All right.
Hasn't that thing rotted by now?
All right. So the conceptual art piece was sold yesterday night at Sotheby's. $6.2 million.
Jesus.
The conceptual art piece was sold yesterday night at Sotheby's Contemporary Art Auction. The artwork by Maurizio Cattelan is called Comedian. Sun watched the bidding from Hong Kong and said afterward that in the coming days, he'll eat the banana as part of this unique artistic experience.
I said this before, and I really mean it. We are in the darkest timeline.
We are in the darkest timeline.
What is happening?
So this banana
is
art
this
piece,
an actual image of the...
Yeah.
And it's called what now?
It's called Comedian.
Nico, I'm going to get some duct tape, and then I'm going to put you on a wall.
My banana on a wall?
A banana duct taped to a wall.
We can get bids.
Fetches $6.2 million
now,
at auction.
if anybody's wondering, well, is there something special about the duct tape? Is there anything special about the banana? The answer is no to both of those questions.
Is it a real banana?
It is a real banana.
The banana's all raw.
Well, why isn't
rotted?
Okay, let me tell you that when this piece first appeared in an Italian art, or maybe it was a Miami. Anyways, when it first appeared months ago, it was a different banana. They've had 3 iterations of the piece.
Change the banana, rotate it.
At one of the art showings, another artist, because other artists were like, "What the hell is this?" Like, this was at a gallery. This was at a gallery with a nice white wall space. Okay, and
this is why I'm
artist,
very skeptical about the whole art thing.
Another artist went
if
up
it doesn't look like the Virgin Mary or the Mona Lisa or something, I'm not sure that's all.
Hey, man, it's all, if it strikes a chord in you,
it does not.
Well,
it stroke code something in someone.
Yeah, $6.2 million worth of something.
Duct tape. We're gonna make millions.
Does this just infuriate you?
Yes.
Because we're in the darkest timeline.
The artist the guy who bought it for $6.2 million.
So the first piece was purposely eaten at the gallery by another artist.
How do they use the same duct tape? Because, after a while, if you just keep unsticking it gets flimsy.
It's like the farmer who said that
there's nothing special about the duct tape or the banana.
Get me a banana and a duct tape, and I'm going to do the same thing on sale tomorrow.
It's like the farmer who says that he's owned the same axe for 50 years. He's replaced the handle 20 times, and he's replaced the axe head 30 times, but it's still the same axe.
Handle. Yeah, it's still the same axe. I knew that would just drive you bananas.
You too.
Well, fans of the iconic Christmas movie A Christmas Story, Buzz.
Right here. Here. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out.
What does the piggy say? That's right.
Oink, oink.
Well, now you have a place to stay.
That's what we're doing. If we're doing movie club, we're watching Christmas Story first.
We're going to make Nico.
I was going to say we should watch Spinal Tap first because I haven't seen that one.
We want to revive our Monday morning movie club.
Yeah.
All right, but Christmas Story, because Nico's never seen it, he says it looks boring.
It does look. I have seen part of it, and I've turned it off because it was boring.
You're so
watch it from the beginning.
I watched it from the beginning. It was boring. Anyways, if you're a fan of the movie, you now have a place to stay in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
They have a leg lamp in Chickasha that is the biggest structure in town.
Ralph's house stands near a 50-foot tall replica of the famous leg lamp that was built.
It's like a mile from where my niece and her new husband moved. They live a mile from the leg lamp. You can see it from their
built in Chickasha to
Chickasha.
God, you people. To draw visitors. And by you people, I mean Oklahomans.
And I could never get a good explanation for why they have a leg lamp in Chickasha. Now it sounds like they got the house.
They have the house now.
The actual Parker house.
The actual Parker house was from Oklahoma, I guess. I didn't know that.
I don't think so.
I guess so.
I didn't know.
Ralphie's house.
Yeah, they might have loaded it up and moved it there. That would make sense because they have the largest leg lamp in the world, and this is the next step. They've acquired Ralphie Parker's house.
Oh, you know what they did?
Just made it.
So it's a couple.
A replica?
It's a couple that in their house they put up leg lamps and they turned the home into scenes from A Christmas Story.
Oh. So it's not the actual.
It's not the actual house. No, but it's
because that house was covered in snow.
Yeah. Yes, and it's called Ralphie's house, but it's not the house from the movie. Well, that's been turned into an Airbnb. The 2-story Airbnb.
Was when the old man would swear. Hilarious.
Love it.
You can go to Google Ralphie's house online to make reservations and see pictures. Homeowner Shane Henry shares, we've themed every room to fun things from the film. Like we've got the Pontiac room based on the old car in the film. We've got the Triple Dog Dare You bedroom. And then upstairs is like Ralphie's room.
Does the Triple Dog Dare room have a frozen pole in there?
Maybe.
Do you even get that?
He sticks his tongue to something.
Yeah.
Didn't the kid actually stick his tongue to it? It was really frozen, or no?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh. And
jeez, it's the fire department. Jeez, it's the cops.
Oh, I did want to bring this up. Cops in Laredo, Texas are calling BS on the $1 million tequila heist story that broke earlier this week. Initial reports said that 2 trucks carrying $1 million in Santo tequila produced by Sammy Hagar and Guy Fieri had been hijacked. But officials in Laredo say the actual value of the tequila shipment was $385,000, and the trucks were not hijacked. They just went to different destinations by mistake, and that the great tequila heist never happened. And finally, starting on December 1st, Delta flights out of Boston will be serving up Shake Shack burgers. Sadly, the fast food cuisine won't be available to all customers, just those sitting in first class on.
It's just for first class?
On flights over 900 miles.
But they'll serve you a burger and fries?
Yeah. Shake Shack. Flights out of Beantown will be the first to get the perk, but Delta says there'll be an expansion of the program. No, not El Paso.
We're stealing Beantown. We're Free Holy Town. El Paso's Free Holy Town.
But Delta says they will expand the program to most of their planes by 2025. Customers who want the burger will have to pre-select it up to 24 hours in advance.
You ever had a Shake Shack?
I have. Delicious. Really good.
They're not around here, are they?
No, California.
No, I had one in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they got like a Thousand Island sauce on it, kind of similar to what's that?
They got like a Big Mac has Thousand Islands.
Yeah, but so does the special sauce from In-N-Out. Their secret sauce.
All right. You got to be in first class, and it's only in Boston, but they're going to expand it. Also, I can't remember the last time I was on a flight that it was long enough that they served a meal. You know, I guess you got to be flying like at least across the country to get a meal.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. This is Flight Attendant Barry. And Delta Airlines is very excited today to begin serving Shake Shack cheeseburgers. I know, right? Oh, and by the way, those are for first class passengers only. Calm down, people. You people back in coach, calm down. I will come back there.
Hey, it's Daniel Paulus. I'll be along starting at 3 with everything from AC/DC to Alice in Chains to
Present to the state where underdog fan. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a Town Square media station.
We have another Thanksgiving feast to give away.
Oh, my God.
You got them all numbered?
I barely got them in, yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me take a call or two while you're doing that.
Wait, you said at 37, I start mine?
30, so I've got 30. I got 32 over here, so you start at 33. Number yours. I'll get a couple more calls here. The Thanksgiving feast includes turkey and ham. Con Amor by Beret Catering provides the feast, and it's got everything, the dinner rolls even. Cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, all courtesy of Rise Federal Credit Union.
Hey, good morning, Mosho. For the people calling in trying to win the turkey feast, it's our first time hosting, you can't cheat. That's cheating. If you're paying somebody or you're buying the food, it doesn't count. That doesn't count as a host. So I think those should be eliminated.
Wait, hold on a second. Somebody called in and said, we're hosting Thanksgiving for the first time as a couple, and we've never done it before. What's wrong with
I think that's the time you should cheat because
it's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you're hosting it the first time, you got to put in the effort. You'll have a good day.
Well, what if you can't cook?
Right.
The guy who called in said they don't have the first idea of what to do. And you do have to work. You have to take the catered turkey, put it in the oven so it looks like you cooked it.
Well,
plate all the things so they don't come in, the
containers.
Put them in your bowls, and you gotta fool everybody into thinking you fixed it all yourself, right?
Yeah.
So that's effort.
I don't think a lot of newlyweds or people that are married having their first Thanksgiving together probably know how to cook or put things together. So that's the time to cheat, I'd say. Give yourself a couple of years to get the flow of things and then do it.
Yeah, how do you learn all this stuff? Just by watching?
Right. The pressure to be a perfect Thanksgiving should not be on that first year.
All right. Plenty of more calls coming in. Let me see.
Good morning. This is Sandra again. I called yesterday.
Oh, this is the lady with the Filippo Spartan tickets.
So you know what, Joanna? I think somebody in the app chat said that they called in and that Alberto said, congratulations, your number this, whatever.
And then he put him on hold and hung up?
No, then he just hung up.
See.
Oh, Alberto, that's not how I taught you.
And I said, yeah, give her the tickets, because that does sound like something that could have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This lady's in the finals.
Hi, I just wanted to enter for the Turkey Thanksgiving raffle fee. I really would appreciate winning because this last fall has been horrific. My grandpa died, and I found out my boyfriend of 5 years was cheating on me with his coworker that pretended to be our friend, and it's really disgusting, and I feel like I'm entitled to at least a turkey since I can't even get a new vagina after
She has just won a spot in my heart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, she doesn't have a better chance of winning the drawing than anybody else.
It does make us laugh a lot.
But it does make us laugh.
Hey, what's up, morning show? Yesterday, you told me that I won the turkey dinner, but then Alberto put me on hold, so.
No, I'm not. We didn't give away the turkey dinner yesterday. But we did give away those Felipe Esparza, and I could see Alberto just like, I'm going to put you on hold, and then hanging up instead of putting him on hold. That's plausible.
No, I don't think he picked the winner and put them on hold. I think he was just saying congratulations to everybody and then giving them their number in line and then hanging up on them.
Have I told you how much contests are my least favorite thing to do?
You
on
have
the show?
repeated it many times. Okay. All right, I'm done.
All right, I'm going to put it into the random number generator. How many entries are we going to have total?
75.
Including
yours.
All mine.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of the ones from last week.
And the ones from last week.
All right. So 75. All right, let me put it in and hit the old number juggler. Here we go. Computer's working. That's what it sounds like inside your computer, if you didn't know.
Wow, sounds funny in there.
Mm-hmm. That's the internet, man. Oh, my God. Check this out. Out of 75 entries, 7 is the winner.
All right.
Let me see.
Yeah, who's 7?
So it is one of our app chat messages, and it was from last week. So remember, we rolled it over. It's
wait.
Oh,
hey,
God.
I've got the winner, dude. Don't even, unless
right,
this solves a problem, don't even say it. Look, it's
Number 7.
on the app chat, Gizzy, who's in El Paso. So if you can find that one, Nico, that's who's going to get the turkey feast.
I can find Gizzy. All right.
I hope we don't have anything to give away for a long, long time.
I don't have his story readily available, but I am on it.
All right. Gizzy, you know who you are. We'll be in touch. And Thanksgiving, a week from today, guys. 1 week from today.
Do you have your plans yet?
No. But I'm okay. You know, it's a great day to go to the movies. It really is.
You're going to go to your mother-in-law, your baby mother-in-law's.
Yeah, I assume, but they haven't invited
No.
yet. But they will. Like last minute, it's like, did anybody invite Buzz? So they'll call up and invite me.
Okay,
I'm still sad that we're not the ones that are doing the parade. It's my dream every year.
Not to be the grand marshal, but
but to do the
commentators, to be like the Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohens of El Paso.
We should have
my dream to do that.
So they do it, and I guess it's one of the TV stations that does it.
It's the other
We could do
station.
an alternative parade commentary.
Ooh, what if like a pet parade?
Like we could stream it live.
Like we could just set
No,
up there,
the
out
Sun
there
Carnival.
and stream live.
The only problem is that's Thanksgiving morning, and you got to get up at goddamn 6 o'clock in the morning on my day off.
You know, this is like my first Thanksgiving off in years.
Maybe you deserve the turkey.
I have Gizzy's story.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I hope it's good.
Also, Cholos get there earlier than 6, so.
Yeah,
Pardon
true.
me?
Yeah,
They get there like at midnight to already start.
Cholos get there at midnight, start barbecuing.
No.
Yeah. I've dropped Iggy
Along
off
the
at midnight
parade route.
on Montana. Iggy's like, just drop me off right here. I'm like, on the random side of Montana.
And there are just people out there in the middle of the night
barbecuing. With their
before the
chairs all
sun-
set up and coolers out. Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Gizzy, for winning our second turkey giveaway. This is your entry. He says it's actually more like my older brother's entry. I could give you the whole story of everything that's been happening to him this year to try and make you feel sad for him, but that's not what he's about.
Okay.
He's one of the strongest men in our families, one of the biggest hearts of anyone that you will ever meet.
This is a good entry.
Oh, I'm getting chills already.
He retired this year, and soon after retirement, he was hit with a mass of different health complications. Tumors found.
God, doesn't that suck? You work all your life, you're healthy. As soon as you retire, you start having bad things happen to you. Awful.
Diabetes, blood cells are messed up, and depression.
He's probably so busy working all his life he didn't notice all that stuff.
But he won't let you know when he's feeling bad.
Yeah.
Right now, he's going through a hard time trying to find a job to stay supporting his daughters and make sure that they can get the education and things that they need for the holidays. All while going through a separation. Actually, more like dealing with his wife cheating on him.
Oh my God.
Long story short,
Gizzy's brother.
I feel like my brother could use a win for him and his girls.
You know what?
Oh my God.
That was completely at random. I had not heard that one yet.
That was beautiful.
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 Well spoken.
I love that he did an entry for someone else.
Yeah. Well, but that was the random one
That's
we
our
picked.
winner.
All right. Don't forget Thanksgiving in a week.
And now a woman plans the seating arrangements for Thanksgiving.
It's never too early to start this thing, especially after last year. Who knew a casserole ladle made such a great shank? Okay, first Uncle Billy will sit at the kids' table. Since he'll be so high, he'll just giggle with the rest of them. For obvious reasons, I'll put my mom and dad at a different table than Cousin Frank and his husband. My husband is allergic to cat hair, so he can't sit next to Aunt Sally. Grandma has no filter, which means I'll keep her away from my daughter's new boyfriend, Enrico, with the neck tattoos. Okay. My niece Becky uses they, them, their pronouns, so they have to sit far from my brother-in-law Chuck, whose pronouns are get her done. Finally, there's me. I'll put myself in the garage, alone. Oh, best Thanksgiving ever.
That was a woman planning the seating arrangements for Thanksgiving.
Hey, it's Daniel Paulus. I'll be along starting at 3 with everything from Aerosmith to Nirvana to
WesternTech.edu can get started today. Don't give up. Rise up at Western Tech. College for the real world.
It's fall. Leaves change color. Temperatures cool. It's the perfect time to
wake up, El Paso. Buzz Adams is back.
You are kidding me.
No, senor! Only on KLAQ.
We have a live call about the Halloween parade, the Thanksgiving parade.
Uh-huh.
Do you go to that ever?
I've been maybe a handful of times.
You mean, do we wake up at 6 a.m.
on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
On
I mean,
holiday.
I would wake up at like 5 to come work here, but I don't have to this year.
Wow. What are you going to do with all that free time on a holiday? Nice.
Also,
so you have no interest in going to the parade?
No. If Buzz, Nico, and I are not doing the commentary for the parade, I'll just watch it at home.
Here is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Good morning, guys.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fantastic. Thanks.
So my family, since I was little, has been going to the Thanksgiving parade. And when we were little, we would just go at 8, 7 o'clock in the morning and get our spot. But now I'm older, of course. I have kids of my own, ranging from 18 to my youngest at 9 years old. So we go every year. We have a spot, and we've changed it a couple of times. But now that we have a trailer and an RV, we park those the second they put up the barriers on Montana.
Right. All right. Now, wait, what would happen if you got there and somebody had taken your spot?
So usually we'll go just next to them, and we block off the area that we want for our family. Couple of years ago, I want to say maybe 4 years ago, there was a spot where they used to do the commentary and all that. Mm-hmm. That used to be our spot across the street. And that one year, there was fights, there was people arguing. So we're just
People fighting and arguing at the Thanksgiving parade?
Before. This is the day before.
Yeah.
To get spots.
Oh.
It's not like you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. People that want a spot get there the day before.
I got to be honest. This kind of sounds like a hassle, kind of.
No, it does. was. That 1 year was a hassle, but now we have a new spot where we take either it's mine and my husband's trailer, or we take my mother-in-law's RV and we park it in.
No, that sounds like a lot of fun, and
it sounds like tailgating is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's pretty much what it is. Like we go, we park, we have our spot, and the kids spend the night in the trailer or the RV, whichever one we take. The night before, we're there just hanging out, drinking, making tacos, just.
I was going to ask, what kind of food do you guys have? Do you have like a barbecue set up or something?
Well, we do tacos, so we do like discada, buches, and in the morning, we either make like burritos or we take menudo. And we have that ready to go. Hot chocolate, snacks, juices.
Are you hungry in time for your main Thanksgiving meal?
Yeah. Because I do the parade, but my husband stays home and he cooks.
Oh, nice.
So everybody in the family will be at the parade, hanging out. Like I said, we start early, so we're there like at 8 o'clock. We eat. We snack throughout the day, but we don't eat dinner till like 6.
Oh, okay. So it's a late dinner. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you really have it down to a science.
I like how you just think, oh, that sounds like effort and pain. This is a nice family thing.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, it's been a tradition since I was little. So now, hopefully, when my kids get older, they will still provide the camper and all that for them. But hopefully they'll continue it.
All right. Thanks,
and
Stephanie.
We'll be there.
You did kind of get me. What'll be there?
Our spot, the spot where we always go now.
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
You did get me kind of excited about the Thanksgiving parade. I didn't think it was possible. But you did it. Okay. All right. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Buzz, I have to ask you a serious question, okay?
Save it for off air then.
Do you want to be alone your whole life?
Yeah, kind of.
So Joe in
yes,
the
please
app
read
chat-
this, Joanna, because it made me furious when I read this.
I had to respond. He goes, "You MFers aren't inviting Buzz to Thanksgiving? Nico, he let you stay at his house for a long time for free. Joanna, he probably paid for your ticket at Alamo moving outings. What the F?"
I did. That's true. All of that's true.
And I'm all, we all have invited
You're
Buzz.
such a
But he doesn't like to go anywhere for Thanksgiving.
You're one of the most ungrateful people I know too. Like Joanna and I have done so much for you, like in our off time and spare time, and we invite you every
You
year.
don't know how much my mom is like, "I, Joanna, invited Buzz."
Every year.
And I'm all, Mom, he doesn't want to go anywhere.
Does not want to leave the
And
house.
she's like, "Ay, pobrecito, he's going to be all alone."
I have tried to get him out every year for 8 years if he hasn't had plans already.
You know what it is? It's the eating. I'm a solo eater. I don't like to eat around a table with a lot of people. I like to eat
on your couch.
On my couch with TV on.
Preferably with your pants off.
But most people would say it's not much of a sacrifice one day a year to go and eat around a table with some people that you consider friends, family, loved ones, maybe.
He's all, "No thanks."
Why should I put any effort in when I don't have to at all?
You see?
God.
We've all invited him. My mom gets sad every year.
Did the door lock? Yeah.
God dang it. That door's acting weaky.
Is it Steve?
We knew you were coming.
I'm not sad.
Uh-huh.
I'm perfectly happy one way or the other.
Right.
I don't think it's sad that you want to be alone on Thanksgiving.
I think it's sad that he's just sad and alone all the time.
Oh, wait, are you sad about it, buddy?
Not particularly.
We should talk about that later.
No, not particularly.
Are you happy, though?
Not particularly.
I consider myself like Mr. Spock, a Vulcan, no emotions, one way or the other. I can take it or leave it, whatever.
You know what? He does try and do this, and I don't know if it's because you had trauma in your life or something where you try and have like a whole neutral outlook. Nobody's neutral on everything. All right, you're either repressing something sad or...
Oh, jeez.
But
now, I want everyone to know that we've all extended an invitation to Buzz.
Multiple
he
times.
Prefers to be alone.
Okay, so Joanna, a lot of people have asked me, like, are you slowly turning into Buzz?
Who, you?
Yeah.
Why?
because I like,
Derek, you can come over for McRibs and we can watch Penguin in our underwear.
But
that is the nicest invitation he's gotten.
It's actually the most appealing one.
Joanna, I have some Buzz tendencies. I just go home and I sleep now. And
you know how I said my party girl era was back?
Yeah.
Yeah, this past Saturday, I was like, I think I'm just going to stay in.
Yeah.
Total Buzz energy.
I've been getting out and socializing. I was at Steve saw me at a party. I had people over for the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight last week.
You want to know something funny? When I go out, and I don't go out that often, but when I go out, there's a pretty good chance I will see Buzz that time I'm out. Like he's starting to hang around.
No. Let's not make this.
That's not true.
It is
Steve,
true.
Steve.
I mean, I saw you at your nephew's bar mitzvah.
That's true.
That's not randomly running into somebody.
That's specifically going to a place where you'll meet together.
No, you were at a house party about 6 weeks ago that I was at. So
last time he was out.
What was the house party?
It was Tracy's.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were. You were there
on Friday.
That's the one that
not that one.
Disinvited to.
No, not the Friday one. The other one.
Previous one.
It was 4 months ago, man.
Okay.
Well, time flies.
Joanna, on Last Friday, Buzz asked me, like, all right, what are we going to do tonight? Because I need to get out of the house. I'm like, are we going to go to the open mic? Are we going to do this or that? And, the week before that.
Yeah, but then when Friday actually
came. But so by the time it was like 6 o'clock, he was like, no.
When it gets down
because sometimes when the sun goes down and you start seeing your bed just looks so appealing.
I know.
And it's hard to try and convince yourself, I'm going to go out.
Hey, I thought my brother is your best friend. Don't you guys go out at all?
No, he's married and he's got kids and he's no fun anymore.
So guess who that makes his best friend?
Oh, hey, congratulations.
So Steve, I want you to vouch for this if you remember it. So they got a new docuseries coming out about Joe Francis and the Girls Gone Wild.
Wow.
Stuff. You remember?
Yes.
Joanna remembers seeing those commercials when she was a little girl.
Buzz says that when you took a bunch of listeners to South Padre, that you were asking girls to show their boobs constantly.
No, that's not what I said. Here, let me play.
That was not the case.
Okay.
Let me play a little bit of the Joe Francis Girls Gone Wild docuseries. It's going to stream Peacock beginning December the 3rd.
It was so shocking.
It blew my mind what Joe Francis was able to convince these young girls to do.
Joe Francis was everywhere.
He's hanging out with famous people. In the first 2 years, Girls Gone Wild made $20 million.
Girls were already pulling their tops off and flashing the jet as we were pulling in.
I never thought that would come back and haunt me for 20 years. I was too young to be taped.
I first realized that these girls were minors when I got arrested. Joe was out of control.
He's been a fugitive for a decade now.
Do you feel bad for the girls?
Did you imagine that one day you'd be sitting in a chair to talk about Girls Gone Wild?
I figured at some point I get a knock on the door.
Okay, so we had a spring break promotion. Steve was in his 20s. I was a few years older, and we took winners that go to UTEP. We took them to South Padre Island. You remember this, right?
Very well. Very well.
This must have been 2000, maybe?
I believe it was actually, to be specific, I think it was March of it was either March of 02 or March of 03.
Okay.
Because UTEP
over
was
20 years ago.
Because you know how
UTEP
I know?
was in the
NCAA tournament, and it was with Billy Gillespie. I believe it was March of 03.
It's funny how you tell time.
It could have been March of 04. Go ahead.
But what I was telling these guys is our winners show up, and they've got handheld cameras because you didn't have cameras on your phone yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you did, you didn't have a camera that could make a movie. So these guys are walking around with their camera, and girls who are on spring break are running up to them. Are you with Girls Gone Wild? And they're already starting to take their top off. I mean, so the idea that he had to coerce, if they were a minor, it's coercion because of their age. But the idea that he had to coerce people into Not in my experience. These girls were there. They were already drunk.
I can't even.
By the time we got there, and they wanted to whip their tops off in front of any and every camera around.
I cannot even. I can't.
Steve, is that
beans.
correct?
Oh, that's so true. And I can't even. And I cannot even begin to tell you what happened to one of our winners in the hot tub.
Talk about that.
But let's just say that it was crazy.
We can't talk about that.
It was crazy.
I didn't go and party with the college kids.
I didn't
did you?
either.
But
No,
our winners did.
We were in our. We were actually in our. What was it? Like, it wasn't even a hotel. It was like a resort. So we were in our room, and I just remember that they went out, and that was probably the greatest winner's trip in the history of this radio station.
I want to hear this so badly.
Well, great, as long as no laws were broken, I hope.
That's right. Oh, remember, we almost didn't even get there. Remember, they didn't even have records of us when we first checked in?
Our winners were like 25, 26-year-old college students.
Yeah, they were
a few years older than.
Yeah, but
the
this
actual
was
down at on spring break. I guess 18, 19 years old. Kids are in college, 20.
Absolutely, and they were, and it was it was crazy.
There were plenty of girls who were there to get crazy and whip their top off, and they did it. Whether or not you asked them to or not. That's all. That's the point I wanted.
The girls have gone wild.
Yeah, that's right. They've gone wild.
And by the way, we traced this. This was March of 2004. It was 20 years ago is exactly when this was. It was 20 years ago this year.
So can I ask, what is the motivation for any girl to do that?
There was a certain cachet to it at the time. I mean, you might end up on the video and you'd be kind of famous. They're only barely adults, right? Some of them are just adults, barely adults, and you get to make adult decisions. And it sounds like
Did they get paid for showing their boobs, or?
I don't think so.
No.
So this was like an early OnlyFans, but without pay.
Yeah, this was just people party. Well, I mean, the same thing happens at Mardi Gras every year. I mean, people are throwing beads out.
Oh, by the way, we did that too. We did that too, and that was the craziest
and stinkiest
party of all time. That is true. That is absolutely true.
God, New Orleans smells bad.
Oh, and by the way, I'll say this real quick. I have never, in 30 years in this business, been more hammered on the job than I was on that trip.
Those hurricanes.
And my boss was bringing them
us
to
hurricanes for Pat O'Brien's, which was right downstairs.
Yes, 32 ounces. We were on like number 2 or number 3 while we were broadcasting. And no, I'm serious, man. That whole night was a blur, and it was so much fun. You have no idea.
Wait, so I guess I
would love to see Steve all hammered.
All liquored up.
I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't just me, by the way. It was the whole crew. Buzz was giggly.
The lead singer of Cowboy Mouth crashed in our room.
Yep. Teresa, who was on the morning show, that was just jackhammered. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Was Duke there?
No. It was actually the three of us.
Who needs a wet blanket on a trip like that?
I think it was just the three of us, wasn't it? Because I think Duke and Mondo stayed back while we were on that trip.
So I gotta confirm with you though.
Mondo did South Padre.
It sounds like you're saying that the motivation for most of these people is, they're just young and they don't know better, that they're naive. I'm thinking that no, it's not that there are women who are in their 30s or 40s that are flashing people at Mardi Gras or anywhere.
That is true.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So there must be something else in the psychology going on of a camera being in front of you and the reward you get from showing your boobs.
Girls Gone Wild was a legitimate phenomenon in its time. I mean, it was something everybody was aware of, and
girls
I'm not saying every girl or every woman wanted to do it, but there was no shortage of people.
He's right. And when they saw the cameras, they knew that something was going on, and they wanted to
be part of it.
Exactly.
Interesting.
I don't even know if the guys told him, "Oh yeah, we're with Girls Gone Wild." I think they were just like, "Nope." Oh well, do you want me to flash you anyway?
Oh, they could have lied. You're saying?
Much.
I don't even think they bothered lying. They were just like, "Well, you got your camera anyway."
Yeah.
Hey, Buzz. People are saying in the app chat that they all want you to go to their Thanksgiving.
Look at all these people trying to invite Buzz to go to theirs for Thanksgiving. He doesn't want to.
He's turning your love down.
No. I appreciate it. But
that's really nice that your listeners are actually opening their doors to
blisters
you.
are the best.
Yeah.
Someone says we should
I don't want to eat with them, but
I'm not going to eat with them.
No, I just I have a hard time eating at a table with other people. It's just, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable.
So what if I say to my family, we all sit on the couch eating Thanksgiving dinner? Why don't you come by?
Someone did say that. They said, would you join if everyone sat on the couches and no one wore pants?
So when I do go home for Thanksgiving, my Aunt Marietta has the family over and we go to that. And, there's one big table, and I volunteer not to sit at the table because I don't like it. I just don't like sitting at a table when I eat.
So wait a minute. So you're off to yourself when everybody else
or
is...
at the on a TV tray.
When his mom,
no, there's so many people there. Everybody's eating on a TV
when his
tray.
mom comes into town though, and she makes like her famous fried chicken and her beans and stuff,
beans and cornbread,
the ham hock,
fried taters.
But Buzz will sit at the table. I think she makes you sit at the table.
Well, I just don't want to disappoint her.
Even at 57, we don't want to disappoint parents.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that either.
Quit just throwing my age out there, man. Why do you do that?
Everybody knows.
How long has it been since you went to the Thanksgiving Day Parade on Montana? Have you been in a while?
Last time I was there was it was right before the sponsor change, because there used to be the museum was open before the current sponsors have it. So there used to be a way where you could go and watch the have like breakfast in the museum and then go watch the parade from the museum. So whatever year that was, probably 2019. That was probably the last time I was at the parade.
20 what?
19.
It's been longer than that for me.
Oh, really?
I would think you always get invited to some of these parties. There are a lot of lawyers' offices, but there are also a lot of media companies there, and we usually get an invitation to go to their thing.
I haven't been in a while though, not in a few years, but I don't think since the pandemic. But before that, I went every year. Every single year was watching that parade.
Who's Grand Marshal this year?
Wayne Thornton.
Oh yeah, Wayne Thornton. Nice as rice and mellow as jello.
That's right. That is right. I'm excited for Wayne. Good for him. It's like a Lifetime Achievement Award to be that Grand Marshal, and I'm super happy for him.
Just got a message. Have you guys, have we tried the Eastside Holiday Hotline for a new Thanksgiving message?
Oh, that's a good question.
They might still be running their Halloween message for all I know.
Orale, thank you for calling the Eastside Holiday Hotline. I'm Little Puppet. Would you like to tug on my wishbone? Oye, today I'm going to teach you how to get seconds on your mashed potatoes, Holmes. Because a lot of people be getting all stingy and shit, eh? That's when you have to do it the way we do it on the Eastside, Holmes. Orale, for this trick, all you're going to need is something sharp like a knife, a razor, a pencil, or whatever, Holmes. Today I'll be using this toothbrush that I sharpened on the floor in county last week. Okay, let's say you've eaten all your mashed potatoes and you want more, Holmes. There's no need to make a scene, Holmes. Just simply look around for the weakest in the group and start up a conversation. Orale, abuela, grandma, do you like your food? Orale, now, while you've got her distracted, quickly grab the shank out of your sock and... take that, grandma. Give me the mashed potatoes, Holmes. Give me the mashed potatoes right now. Orale, I'll carve you up like this turkey if you don't give me the rest of your mashed potatoes. Orale, there you go, Holmes. Sure, you may have lost your grandma, but whatever, eh? Now you got some more mashed potatoes. Thank you for calling the Eastside Holiday Hotline. Be sure to call back for some more helpful holiday tips. A rato. What, Grandma?
Hey, it's Chuck, your host for Loudwire Nights. Tonight at 7, we will rock the borderland with the best rock ever made and the best rock being made. Special guests, birthday and anniversary celebrations, and every night at 10...
See Speaking Rock's Facebook for more info on El Paso's biggest Dallas Cowboys tailgate party with Larry Brown.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Enderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
Come on, let's turkey.
Let me get a couple of calls out of the way, and then Steve is going to be here from 600 ESPN, talk a little sports.
What do you mean? I'm going to be here. I'm here. Yeah. What do you mean I'm going to be here? I've been with you for the last 20 minutes. Come on.
Hey, Nico.
Wait, hold on. Let me kill the music a little bit. I think this is 5 Points. Oh, 5 Points guy lives on the parade route.
Yeah.
Hey, Nico, Buzz, Joanna. You guys are talking about how it's your dream, Joanna, to host the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
It is.
I living in 5 Points area, my townhome's right along the parade route. I'm actually right in the middle of the parade, so I get a really good spot. And every year I open up my living room windows, and boom, I can enjoy the parade right from my living room. You guys are more than welcome to come over and live stream it on the KLAQ app from my apartment. Alberto's been to my place a few times. The only thing is, oh my gosh, hold on.
All right. Thanks, 5 points.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, 5 points.
So
sounds like they're honking at you.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Come on, lady.
What?
Anyway, so back to what I was saying. You guys are more than welcome to come. The only thing is there's a lot of people, so getting in and out is almost near impossible. It's possible, but oh boy. How we going, guys?
All right, here's an email that I got. Buzz, I'm dreading the Thanksgiving parade this year. I took my daughter when she was 4 to the parade. She's now 15 in high school and in band. Because the band.
They have the bands.
Play, yeah.
My wife and I are going to the parade to see her, but Jesus Cristo, the traffic, trying to find a spot, the people, the weather, parking, then get back to the car, leave, deal with the traffic. I know you get me.
I know you get me, man.
By the way, I'm the one who sent the message to ungrateful Nico and Joanna about not inviting you to me to Thanksgiving, I guess.
It was you.
I'm so grateful to you. I always tell you how grateful I am. I always tell you, my parents want you to come over for Thanksgiving.
My mom gets sad thinking about you being alone.
A lot of people seem to be sad about him being alone.
He likes it.
Adrian in our app chat says, Buzz, I'm smoking a 25-pound turkey, smoking cigars, and drinking 21-year-old scotch all day.
God,
Please come over.
That sounds
Hey,
amazing.
this is for Buzz. I'm really mad at you, man. This is Alex from El Paso. I don't know if you're married, single, whatever, but I would take advantage of getting invited for the Thanksgiving coming up. I've been single for, I'd say 4 years, and I definitely take, I'd take advantage of it. I know you're not in my shoes, but throw my name out there. I'd sure like to meet someone about this time. This is a really special time. Broke up about 4 years.
4 years.
A special nurse lady. And I definitely, she invited me, I don't know, the same month to her family's Thanksgiving feast, and it was wonderful, and I missed that quite a bit.
Oh my God.
So, single, 55, ex-military captain, and I'd sure love to meet somebody special. Thank you. Bye.
Oh my God.
Do a dating connection.
Yeah.
Anybody want to date with a 55-year-old
If you're
ex-military
into
guy?
a 55-year-old
ex-military
ex-captain
guy who doesn't
Your
have
first-
anything to do this Thanksgiving.
Your first date could be Thanksgiving dinner.
But I like how he looked at your situation and was like, that's a perfect chance to meet a girlfriend. What? Go to one of these listeners' houses for Thanksgiving. Pick up a girlfriend. I'm not sure that's exactly how.
I mean, maybe word it differently.
Sports go sports. Athletics are number one. Participants are heroes. Go team, yeah.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show presents Go Sports Go. Brought to you by the Viva Auto Group. Viva makes it happen.
All right, let's talk sports with the legend, Steve Kaplowitz from 600 ESPN El Paso. Miners got a big road win. We're talking men's basketball here.
Huge last night. They beat the Gauchos.
Oh.
Santa Barbara?
Yep. And they, by the way, Santa Barbara started off the season 4-0. They were a 5.5-point favorite over UTEP yesterday. And the Miners started off 14-2. They won the game 79-76. By the way, listen to this. This is the first non-conference road victory for the Miners since December 12th, 2021, when they beat New Mexico at the pit in Albuquerque.
Whoa, what?
That's how long
They had
it's
not
been.
won a road game?
In non-conference.
In non-conference, okay, yeah.
In 3 years. This is a big deal.
What does gaucho mean, Joanna?
Que gaucho.
What does it mean?
Like I don't know what a gaucho is.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, they
I doubt if they have whatever it is. I doubt if they have many of them in Santa Barbara.
You know what their arena is called? The Thunderdome.
Oh, a gaucho is a skilled horseman.
All right.
Well, not skilled yesterday. The Miners took advantage. And by the way, listen to this. If you're wondering how good is Santa Barbara on their home court since the start of 2017-2018 play in the non-conference. Santa Barbara has won 42 times, and they've lost 4 times. 42-4. And the Miners delivered a rare loss to the home Gauchos yesterday.
That's awesome.
Let's talk about Thursday night football and where you're going to be. Steelers versus Browns.
I will be at The Rock. Speaking Rock. 122 South of Pueblo Road. I'll be in the main bar hanging out with my main man, Mario. The two of us will be there from 4 till kickoff for the Steelers and the Brownies. That's right. Little Thursday night football. In fact, it's going to be a weird game. You know why? Pittsburgh is one of the best teams in the league at 8-2. The Browns are one of the worst teams in the league at 2-8.
How'd the Cowboys ever beat the Steelers earlier this season?
They did. They did.
How?
Well, that was when things were working right for the Cowboys. They were. You have to remember something, Buzz. The Cowboys won their first 3 road games this season. They're 3-7, but they've won. All 3 of those games were road games, and they beat the Steelers on the road. It was just one of those things you can't explain, but they did. The good news about tonight's Thursday night football game is that there's a chance of snow. And as you know,
I think snow games are a lot of fun.
Yes, they are. And if
when there's snow on the field and you can't really see the hash lines, I just love it. And there are fumbles and interceptions.
That's what I'm hoping.
Makes it a lot of fun.
I'm sure it's miserable to play in. Though.
I don't.
No,
like
it's fun to play in.
I don't like the cold weather stadiums that are all indoors now.
I don't either.
Use it to your advantage if you're in freaking Minnesota
or Cleveland.
Yeah,
that's right. By the way, listen, when we were kids, and in the rare occasion it snowed in El Paso, the first thing we would do is go to the park and play Nerf football.
Nice.
Now, the only downside to that was the football got kind of heavy after a while because all the snow would make the ball heavier and heavier.
It'd be like a heavy sponge.
Yes, that's right. But, man, it was so much fun. We loved snow days playing football outside in El Paso.
All right, Captain, let me hit you with a couple of things. The power rankings have really been shaken up since Kansas City lost their first game of the season.
Okay.
NFL power rankings entering week 12. Detroit Lions move up from the number 2 spot to number 1.
They're dangerous.
Kansas City drops all the way to 4 after that loss. I don't get that.
I don't know if I buy that.
But they got the Bills at number 2, and then the Eagles at number 3. Eagles were 10 last week. The Eagles were 5 last week.
Eagles are playing good football.
And then you got Pittsburgh in the power rankings, top 5. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, they're 8-2.
Right there.
They're good. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if I would drop
So the Cowboys
Chiefs
did
to
beat
4.
a good team this year.
Yes. Yeah. And see, here's the thing about the Chiefs, okay? They've only lost once, but they've won like 6 or 7 games that were all like down to the wire. They were finding ways to win in the last minute of all these games. You know what I mean?
None of them were right. None of them were blowouts. They had it was just last week that I mentioned, hey, the Chiefs might really make a run at the perfect season.
That's
we
right.
were talking about that, and then they lost and blew that. But I don't know, dropping all the way down to 4 seems a little disrespectful.
I agree with you. All right. Hey, listen, if you're looking for some fun to play tonight with Thursday Night Football, NBA, NHL, Underdog is the place to do it because you can win money while watching sports. In fact, they've got a lot of different ways to play. With their Pick'em game, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. They've got all your favorite leagues, teams, and stars to choose from. In fact, you can also tap the Win Now button to cash out whenever you want. That's all you need to do. In fact, tonight, I'll give you a little tip. Thursday Night Football. Here's Steve's tip for you.
All right.
I will take
pick to click here.
That's right. Russell Wilson higher than 187.5 passing yards.
Yeah,
there
I'm rooting for Russell Wilson to do well in Pittsburgh.
Well, he's doing well. He's resurrected his career. This is what happens when you play for a good coach.
Last season, I was kind of convinced that Russell Wilson was close to retiring.
I was too. He looked like a shell of the player he once was, but man, he's been good. Hey, this season Underdog will be running a special promo or bonus almost every single day, like profit boosts. Pump up your winnings in just a tap when you apply the boost to eligible entries. Discounts. You'll get adjusted projections on certain player stats to give you a better shot at a big W free picks. They're basically a sure thing. A player just has to get higher than half a yard for that pick to win. Plus, all new users get a free pick. Download the app, sign up with promo code KLAQ, and deposit now to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's promo code KLAQ. Must be 18 plus and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
All right. Thank you, Cappy. See you tonight at Speaking Rock.
Can't wait.
Congratulations to our Turkey Feast winner. It was Gizzy from the app chat.
Yeah, Gizzy.
Gizzy!
Am I forgetting anything? Big Friday show tomorrow.
Can I come back?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Come back tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Nico, we're going to do an after buzz and have that loaded up this afternoon.
We
so check out the after buzz.
Thank you, America. That's our show. That was a great show.
Great, man.
That was so much fun. I don't know why people say this show is terrible.
It'd be interesting to find out what went wrong there, but that's a whole other show. It's the end of the show.
It's an awesome show.
That is our show for today.
Well, that's our show for today.
Well, it was a fun day, though, wasn't it? See you tomorrow.
Thanks for being here today.
Adios.
Great show, everybody. Great show.
That's the show for today.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m.
See you tomorrow, okay? Okay, bye-bye.
In the meantime, you can